Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you are a wonderful day. Hi, I can say my own thing. I am your friendly neighborhood Prax. Welcome to the channel. Today is episode 2 of our Greyhawk campaign, and I'm going to go around and let all of my wonderful players introduce themselves and remind you all of who they are playing before we dive into the fun, wonderful shenaniganry and possible, fun times that I have planned for tonight. So, why don't we start kitty corner from where I am at the moment with Lynn. Hey, Lynn, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey everyone. Lynn, Growing Shide, and tonight I am playing Ven, Knowledge Cleric, they them.
Yes. I for those who have not yet seen the character introductions, by the way, all of that is up on the YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go watch those on the YouTube. All great times. And then next to Lynn, we have PB. Would you like to introduce yourself? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Hi, hello. Tonight I'm playing Civ Iron Fury, a Battlemaster fighter. She, her pronouns.
And I feel we do have to make one point clear that Civ is the dwarf of the party.
Yes, I am the dwarf who throws the hammers.
Yes,
Throwing it down.
all the throwing. Thank you for being here, Lynn. And then above Lynn on the overlay, we have Chris. Thank you, Chris, for being here. Thank you for playing. I appreciate you.
Hey everyone, Chris here, or KG, whichever you prefer. I am playing Gunnar, the elf paladin who likes to punch things.
I like this. The elf paladin, the punchy elf paladin. And last but never least, the absolutely fabulously appearing tonight, very, very, very wonderfully dressed, Lindy. How are you doing?
It's me, Laugh Live Lindy. You gotta dress up if you're going to the opera, and I just haven't changed since I've been back home. So, yeah, I'm gonna be playing yourself, Jarl, Gunnar's sister, younger sister, and definitely not a troublemaker. Definitely super well-behaved barbarian, who never makes anything weird.
Yep, never makes anything weird, and
Yep.
it's totally not why we have something new in the merch store at all. Just,
That'd be weird.
it would be weird. But thank you everybody for playing tonight. Thank you for being here. We missed last week, but we are here for the more shenaniganry and fun as our wonderful compatriots have traveled from the excuse me, I'm trying not to sneeze. The wonderful kingdom of the well, called by others the snow barbarian kingdoms, but they call themselves the Schnai. Bad marketing. What can you do? Outsiders, not asking what your country is called. It's so complicated and really not cool. But they have traveled to the bandit kingdoms for the express purpose of delivering a large amount of money, which they have successfully done, for the purchase of a large amount of weapons, which they have successfully done. But when we last left off, they had encountered a rather nervous half elf by the name of Mallon outside, and had agreed to meet him outside the city walls as he was preparing a short sojourn and invited you. And you interrupted the individuals who were attempting to possibly carry him off, maybe murder. It's kind of hard to say. In the and unfortunately have severely injured his bodyguard, Mikhail, who is of the half orc, half troll kind persuasion. Large, in charge, and unfortunately not feeling so great at the moment. Although you have successfully prevented him from dying, so yay, there's that. But we left off when you were about to ask some questions, so I leave the moment to you all. You are surrounded by six, Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dead bodies. And Mikhail and, Mallon.
Mm.
All these things. So what would you like to do outside these city walls?
I believe I last kicked the mage corpse while she was down because I didn't get to be the one to finish her off, and I just wanted to keep rage going for one more round. It's just a couple good kicks, and then I feel better, and I stop raging, and then I remember looting's a thing, and I'm gonna go look through her pockets because she seems to have pockets because she's got a robe on or something.
She does. She does have.
Mages always have pockets.
Mages
that's what I've
do have
learned.
pockets, and she does have. Could you roll me an investigation then?
Yeah, I'm so good at that.
You totally can.
Yeah, I'm like a pro. Yo, boom. 11 minus 1 is 10.
I mean, not horrible.
That's better than I expected, honestly.
Because there's some very obvious things that she's wearing. There's a very large gold bracelet that's kind of like a
shiny
banded cuff on her left wrist.
Not anymore.
Like her money pouch is really kind of obvious to find.
Heck yeah, love that.
And on her left middle finger is a large silver ring with a purple amethyst in it. You also find 2 banded scrolls inside her pockets.
Paper, boring, but Ben will probably like it.
Of course. I think once the only sound is you're still kind of like the last bits of rage. I think
Yeah.
Ben will just be like, now that that's over, is everyone okay?
Mallon is checking on Mikhail. Mikhail is trying to stand up. It is not going well.
No,
You did break the poison condition. Good for you.
We will go over to and just kind of just we're gonna take a break. No need to rush. You got viciously poisoned, so don't rush it. You're gonna hurt yourself.
He's also missing his left eye.
Oh no.
Oh, he's gonna wear a super cool eye patch. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's half orc and half trollkin. He's not small, and he's got dark green gray skin with a one tooth on the left side has been snapped, probably in this fight. His nose looks like it's been broken a couple times, but has achieved that level of rugged broken noseness that it's not unattractive, if you know what I mean. And he, when you stop him from standing up, he goes, but he kind of squints and he's like, thank you. Are you here for the young sir?
Yes, we're here to meet and go along the way, and it's a good thing that we did. Looks like quite the nasty ambush. Can I? Years of walking there. Is this have the hallmarks of banditry or a targeted?
Roll me insight.
Okay, because it is right outside, and also they seem well armed inside. And yours did find a money pouch.
Yeah.
20.
20. This kind of looks targeted.
Mm.
There are 5 of them, and Mallon has a bodyguard.
Yes.
Right, they brought magic to the party. They were very prepared. The human individual that Ursa was very involved in fighting with the big axe. Or no, he didn't have an axe. He has the great sword, sorry. he has the great sword. He bears the hallmarks of an ice barbarian, but none of these others do.
Hmm.
They look like kind of a mismatch, probably bandits of some sort. Welcome to the Bandit Kingdoms.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Um,
regular banditry understood, but this there was some
mhm.
ammunition being thrown.
There was a there
Mages
was
with
a
fireballs,
specific, yeah, yes, there was a fireball.
and I think yeah, like no, well, it's a good thing that we got here because all this, she'll kind of like thump her staff like on the ground. Someone here really wants one of you taken care of, dead or kidnapped. So, what do you say? We catch our breath, figure out what we can here, and then find a place to get patched up.
Sounds, and he kind of like goes to stand up, and Malin puts
I
a
what
hand
did
on
I
his
tell?
like,
I was like,
you should rest, and then looks at you all and is going to make a roll.
Found something. Ah, it's just paper.
oh, paper. I think like Ven will just kind of make the like the ooh
Yeah,
paper.
every time Yrsa actually finds something, there's an ooh or a whoa,
Yeah.
because not usually very good at looking.
Mm-hmm. So, before we get to Malin's answer, then or Siv and Gunnar, what are you two doing? Just so I have an idea.
Well, last when we left, I was helping Ven with the bodyguard,
Mm-hmm. Mikhail.
Mikhail. For some reason, I wanted to call him Malachi, and I knew that was wrong. And so I'd probably be there, just like helping him stay down and rested.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am looking. I'm just looking at one of the bodies, one of the less eviscerated bodies, and seeing if there's any, just like specific markings on them anywhere. Having been a little more cautious now after being attacked.
You can roll me investigation. All of these guys are human, by the way.
A 9.
A 9. None of them have the tattoo that you are used to seeing. The quasi leader, the one who seemed to be in charge, that was very much this guy over here that was, you know, very involved in trying to stab Yrsa a few times and then stabbed you once. He looks like he's got like the clothes that he's wearing and stuff you can kind of recognize belong to like the ice barbarian tribes. It's not uncommon for you to see from where you're from, you would recognize those, but it definitely looks like a bandit group of some sort. But with a 9, you will find that he is also wearing a heavy gold cuff bracelet on his left arm and a signet ring on his left pinky finger with a opal.
Oh. I will take both.
He also has a very bright brooch that's holding his cloak together, along with like the chainmail and big shiny sword that he's got. But you know what you want to do with that is your choice.
I mean, sword's not my thing, but I'll still pick it up and carry it in case someone else wants it, or I could always sell it.
Oh,
that's what I was doing.
And he has one other ring on his right thumb.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That one you can tell might need some the brooch and the ring, you might need some time to figure out.
Okay.
Waste not,
I
want not.
will. Yeah, yoink them both.
Mhm.
They are mine.
There you go. So Mallon, after he kind of looks you up and down as he's kind of like pushing Mikhail back, he goes, he's looks furtively around. He goes, and what languages do you all speak? You all speak the quote unquote barbarian tribes dialect, which is Northern Frost dialect. But do you speak any other?
Oh,
Elvish
oof.
and Dwarvish.
Same.
Elvish.
Dorvish, Common, and something I have yet to choose because I forgot. I needed to choose one.
Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc, and Old Sul.
Okay, so Old Soul. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember why we did that. So he's speaking kind of quickly in a slightly clipped, slurred, very consonant-heavy language. That Mikhail, kind of answers quickly in. It's not a language any of you understand. And then you see like Mikhail sigh and like settle down even more, and he goes, "Get out of sight before the patrol comes in. I'll." And he kind of looks around at the detritus that you have left.
Mhm.
It's like, I'll deal with this.
Just pulling teeth in the background.
Ben will point at the one that we said that was or we thought that was the leader.
Mhm.
Save that one just in case.
Save as in what? You want him alive?
Bring it with us.
You can have that one then. But you should get out now.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I think at this point, Ben, it's also like we're looking at the scrolls to see if there's anything on there that was.
So the scrolls are two.
I'd have handed you everything but the money because
I don't think she really.
I
Yeah,
think
it's fine.
there was probably an issue once on a previous mission where I was like, "Ooh, shiny," and I put something on and it was like cursed or something, or like,
Probably.
yeah. So now I know to let someone else look at the jewelry before I put it on.
Mm-hmm. We'll look at kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
just-
look at
just
everything
hand
before
it
you like
in.
decide to.
Okay, so
Into the
in
the
that
box.
case, I'm gonna do some quick things.
Into the bag.
So first things first, the two scrolls. You have one scroll which is a wall of fire, and a scroll of slow.
Okay, these are
Yeah, spell scrolls.
scrolls. Okay. Oof.
Um,
Wow. Okay. Wow. They really wanted someone dead.
each of the fighters. Have find a total of 20. Each of them has 26 gold pieces in their purses, plus an additional total of 34 gold spread or like in random pockets and things that you find. But your friendly neighborhood, their gear is pretty good, polished, shiny, but nothing that gives a hint of more than that. And you get the sword. It's a +1 bastard sword from our friend, and a +2 chainmail. But the other things you might have to spend some time with. And then the bracelets that the mage and your friendly neighborhood dead snow barbarian were carrying, ice barbarian, excuse me, you are snow barbarians, ice barbarian are carrying, are matching and engraved with matching not work runes
What, were they married?
It's a possibility.
Or best friends?
You know.
BFF necklaces.
Yeah.
BF.
Yep. But Mikhail, like Mallon, will start to lead you out of line of sight of the gates of the city, because yes, you know, bandit kingdoms, not that big a deal, but there are 5 dead bodies, and you know, the bandit princelings kind of like to pretend they control things, so they might just, like, you know, want things to look like they're in charge. So Mallon will try and lead you away while Mikhail is like starts flailing and calling out, "Help me!" His acting is. Have you
I'm
ever,
impressed.
for those of you who are old enough and remember a gentleman called Jumbo Elliott? Picture Jumbo Elliott when he was doing anything other than being center for the Jets and going, "I need help." Because I remember those commercials for the Jets games when he would try and act and say that you needed to come to the game. Brilliant center. Not that great an actor. Thank you, Hawkeye, for remembering who Jumbo Elliott is and not making me feel entirely old. But, so Mallon, and he starts to draw enough of the guards of the city towards him in a way that looks like they will help you deal with it. If you wanted to drag Harkon off with you, that's possible. Or Ursa could even
In the
carry it.
bag, or somewhere, you know, you can go in the bag temporarily. It's not.
For those of you playing at home, we can now add one of the great D&D meme stereotypes to this game. We have put a dead body in a bag of holding.
Yeah. I mean, there's space for a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to breathe.
Nope. It's an
Nope.
object at this point. Less questions, you know.
Like the trunk of a Lincoln Town car.
No. A Lincoln Town car can fit 4 bodies.
Like it's like a large box.
Yeah.
It's a little
You can
cramped in there
fit, I
now,
think,
but
up to
like
17 skeletons in it.
yeah, oh yeah. That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
I've done math. I've done necromancer math.
I can believe it.
Lynn was there.
Yep. I remember. Yep. Right. I knew exactly what that was a second.
So we get Mallon will lead you away. It's like, first of all, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And he's kind of has gauged you up. It's like, I require your assistance. Perhaps it might be wise of me to ask for.
We kind of figured,
Yes.
especially before when you were just being twitchy, but now, especially so.
Yes.
I have spent most of my life as a librarian. In
Yes.
Has the
Wasn't it?
Neuron.
No, yeah.
And I have been an apprentice to a very wise, most of the time, mage of some renown. And he had sent me to account for certain things. And he kind of like pulls a piece of paper out from inside his left sleeve, you know, twitching slightly as he kind of like reaches in and like pulls it out. It's been folded a couple times and unfolded. And he will um, he said is like, I have been consulting for with a number of mages for my uh, my mentor. Yes, that's the word. Cariston Meldriath. And we have been engaged in some academic work on locating the Blades of Kursk. Perhaps you have some knowledge of these. They are supposedly 5 greatly magical blades that were constructed and made for specifically the barbarian tribes about 500 years ago that have been lost for a period of time. There is some great theories coming out of particularly Realmord that about the way in which the swords interact with each other, which is quite entertaining, and I believe in which way can have. And he will go on for an extended period of time about the esoteric magic involved in this, of the interactions between these particular blades. If you do not stop him, he will keep going.
Ben has patience. I don't know how what everyone else's like state of
He mentioned
attention.
a room full of books, and Yrsa was already like mentally elsewhere.
What about the swords? What about the swords? The word swords
Like,
came up.
the word swords, every time the word swords comes up, it's like, what? Oh.
Yes.
And like the glaze
Theoretical
returns.
swords. Theoretical swords.
Theoretical
Yes,
swords.
They are
Far less exciting.
They are supposedly swords of great power. And my mentor, Cariston, has great ideas about how we have located at least the first.
And we may ask, what is the nature of your academic, archival, or
Perhaps for myself, mostly archival, academic, researching the interactions between the blades is very intriguing. It is said that there was, rumors of great legend, that the blades themselves were created for particular wielders of the barbarian tribes, and only individuals of those bloodlines could actually use the blades. However, it has also been said...
Oh.
Yes, like what? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I just thought you said blood for a moment, and I just
barbarian blood was in too close proximity, so it's just like.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the blades are actually blood bonded to the individuals of the various tribes.
blood bonded.
Yes, at least it's
that sounds
supposedly.
fun.
But there's also the theory that perhaps individuals who are certain rites or religious practices, I do really need to go to Schnei and preserve certain religious practices there.
What kind of tribes?
Yes. What kind of practices?
Well, it's not 100%. These are all based on rumors that we've inherited. I mean,
Sure.
We do know at least one of the blades. I know where that is. Perhaps. And I have ideas of where the second is.
So what does blood bonding do with
Well, it
the
means
blade?
that only the individual of that bloodline would be able to wield the blade without it killing them.
Does sound exciting.
Yeah. So don't touch it until you're told it's okay. Otherwise, you could die.
But how are we gonna know unless I touch it?
Well, there's different ways you could do it involving like
Magic.
small blood tests, I believe. I have a theory that it is possible, to mere drops of blood of the individual's bloodline on the blade would possibly highlight the various bloodlines that would work. My mentor Cariston has some more in-depth ideas, and he has some understanding of it.
You said you needed to speak with members of the Schnei?
Yes, it's very obvious that it's... hello.
Would you... and he just
Where's the
raises up
Schnei?
one of his hands with his with the signet ring on it. Do you recognize this symbol?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
I probably have
actually.
like a bracer or something.
Yeah. He kind of like peers. Oh, yes,
Just
actually,
hold it
it's very... I'm sorry about that. My apologies. Hi. It could be possible that I believe that there would be a way in which we can find at least one, and I have an idea of where the second is of these blades, and but I need assistance.
I'll grab them. Yes.
You can bleed
Thank
on
you
them.
so much. I do appreciate that.
Bleed on them first, then grab them.
Wait,
Ugh.
possibly wait until confirmed.
You're
But,
making this so complicated.
Magic is quite complicated and quite dangerous.
I mean, I just want you to be alive long enough to see your son get to adulthood.
I mean, he's pretty close.
Really?
Well, all right, fine.
I'm
We
not
got like
raising
70
Leaf.
years.
I'm not raising Leaf, no matter how much you ask, or how many things you touch. I will bring you back from the dead if I have to.
Then what's the issue?
Magic has a especially really nasty ones has a quality of this high possibility of destroying the soul. So
Oh, yeah.
And that would be problematic?
yes, quite.
Oh.
So as a
Quite.
group, are we doing anything important enough that we should say no?
We would highly be in favor of assisting.
What a cool blood sword
I agree. Civ?
that murders people without me having to even do anything. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. What are we? What's happening?
Yeah, for finding some magical swords that could kill you if you touch it.
Sure. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Are they paying?
You use hammer, so don't have to worry about that sword killing you.
I'm
Holding it, yeah.
assuming if he needs our assistance that there's some sort of compensation. And he'll turn and Gunnar will turn and look at Mallon.
I do recall that perhaps it would have not be without the realm of possibility of saying that we would be definitely willing to provide financial security as well as
I accept multiple forms of compensation.
There's a long awkward pause as he kind of looks at you.
Be very specific with that one.
Okay. You can keep the sword?
I mean,
What
if they're relics
it
of the
kills
Schnai, that goes without saying.
True. We also have some belief that there would be other funerary offerings at the location of where the sword has been left with its previous owner.
So you get the fame for discovery, we get the loot.
Academic research.
That's probably a good idea. Fame
Okay.
is fleeting at best.
Yes, and realistically, I just want to see how the swords interact with each other.
Any idea how they
Like
interact?
when they clash, or do they kiss or something? Or like, what do...
Well, considering that the previous stories we have for involved interactions of both ways with individuals that were carrying the swords, I have many questions.
I'm beginning to have many questions as well.
Is
That's
one
kind
of them
dangerous.
how many swords you can carry without dying?
That is now.
So, do we have an accord?
Sounds
What?
like fun.
I mean, I've got plenty of rope.
No, not that. I do have a small map, and he'll kind of like produce this item that you should now be able to see in your handouts in Roll20.
Ooh.
Please let me know if you can't, because I can fix that.
I don't see it.
Nope.
Wait.
Okay. No, the quick button wasn't working.
Oh wait,
so-
is it on the?
It has to be set on availability C to all players, I think, first. Then you can
Yeah,
hit-
it's one of those. Wasn't showing to
I
players.
see
There
it
we go.
now.
Oh, there we
Yes.
go. Day. Okay.
The
Very
shorthand,
cool.
Zoom-
shorthand
zoom.
button wasn't working, so now we
Or
have the
cruise.
long way to do it. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. You will notice that this map,
Okay.
you are in Rook Roost. The river. There are two ways to travel to the Caverns of Shadow,
Mm-hmm.
which is where this first
Excellent name.
glade is located. And you could go overland from Rook Roost. It is 250 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of us have horses.
If we have horses, that would be good. You could also go by river,
Oh.
overland
I
from
do prefer
Rook
being
Roost,
wet.
Rook Roost to Marsekir, and then up the river from there. Mallon, by the
I
way,
just
does
like-
not have a horse.
I just
Okay,
like when
well.
you like stun yourself with what you say.
That was an I'm so sorry moment.
Yeah. I think what was it? I think
Apologies on my behalf for me.
I think he can probably ride with Van. Ven's small, he doesn't have like armor on, so it's like of the people maybe her horse will be
It's
the most
like-
easy to
Oh, I
like
don't wear
get-
armor either, so I don't think he wants to sit with me though.
would
I
break
fight
him.
too much.
You would break him in half. Don't.
Although some of your questions are gonna be, I've heard wizards are really good with their wands. I wonder how many wizard questions I could ask. Does he teach?
Yeah, maybe they should go with Ven. Maybe that is the best option here.
They also are seem to be academic, which means they could be quite the linguist.
Yes. Heard they're quite cunning.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting. Oh,
Sounds like we want to go over land then.
land would probably be the easiest. Least the most
We would still need to go back into town to get the appropriate feed to go that far. Well, no,
Mhm.
because we got that to go to the White Fang Bay already. Our plans
Yeah,
were to go
we
by
were-
land quite a ways.
I mean, many trips have been cursed by going on a boat and having
It's
all
true.
sorts of nastiness happen.
Plus, the water's cold this time of year.
It is a mountain river. Yep.
Refreshing.
For that split second before it turns to freezing cold and
Well, let's. I mean, I know I'm hurt, but I'm still feeling up to the journey to start
Yeah.
with, at least.
Sleep it off later.
So we're going overland. You all have horses. You're going to have Mallon ride with Ven.
Mhm.
Yes.
are we off to the side? We're kind of past where the
Yeah, you guys,
patrols are,
like
okay.
Mallon had kind of there's the roadway leads out northeast towards Maraset. I always screw this up. Marsikir. There we go. There's a road that leads from Rookroost to Marsikir. And then there's a road that kind of goes, there's a pathway, more of a cattle track that goes north into the hills up to the mountains, kind of paralleling the riverway.
Okay.
And so he kind of, but there's a like, not really a cliff, but enough of a like dip little that the hill, you know, the city of Rookroost is kind of built onto a hill fort kind of town, and so there's enough of a little dip that you could kind of get out of the visual line of sight of any of the guards that Mikhail was summoning to deal with the detritus that you had all left behind. And Mallon would have told you that Mikhail is aware that he, you know, he will meet Mikhail back here when they eventually, or Mikhail, if Mikhail will, they have enough of a sending
They
stone
know
between
what
the
they're
two of
doing.
them.
Yeah.
They can either they will meet back here, or if you choose for some reason that there's a reason you need to go, if plans change, he can let Mikhail know. But he's in good enough hands with with protection.
Yeah, he can just. But before we leave, and now that we're away from like prying eyes, because what she's gonna do is some sac uncomfortable because I think she's going to you speak with Dead on this on the corpse that we brought with us.
Oh, speak with dead.
Yeah.
Interesting. Please enjoy. Would you like to roll for that?
Hmm?
No, you don't. You don't need to roll for it. You just cast
don't.
it, and you give me your questions.
Okay. What were you sent here to do?
Find the wizard.
Who sent you?
Contract job.
Contract. Did they say why they wanted the wizard?
He knows where to find a treasure.
Okay. How many corpses were there?
5.
Okay. Including or not including? Just you just say like of the number that including you. Were there any others that were under this contract?
My crew. All bound. I mean, it's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Speak with dead is always odd.
It's odd.
Yeah. They were my crew. There we go.
Okay. Where did you find this contract?
Yolfsplan.
How far away is that from here?
Yolfsplan is, you would know, for a
Mhm.
variety of reasons, you particularly would know that it's
Yeah.
the capital of the Ice Barbarians.
Okay.
The nominal client kingdom to the Shnai.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I think that's it. That's mostly it's confirming what I want to know,
Mhm.
what we want to know, and yeah, that was good. That was a good amount of information. As much as less of it as they want to divulge, but it's good to know. All right. Um, we will conclude that. I think it's a lot of that is like there is it's actually I think well how I would like describe it is it's kind of semi telepathic, so there's a lot of like the corpse kind of just moving and kind of doing like the mimicking with the voice, but it's a lot of like silence between them and like then like concentrating and kind of like physically kind of coaxing the answer out of it. It's not particularly pleasant to watch necessarily to like kind of puppet try to puppet the a corpse a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then afterwards, I think Ven is going to just use Sacred Flame to like kind of like cremate the body, because also you don't want to leave bodies just kind of like all over the place, because they can come back, and there's also the curse stuff. It's easier to make sure there's nothing to desecrate and that the soul goes for sure where it's supposed to, ideally.
Yep.
Diseases.
Diseases, all sorts of like curses, many number of things that this takes care of. But we will return, and well, some other parties seem to know exactly what you are searching for.
Do you tell us that it's the ice barbarians?
Yes, that's what's the ice barbarians, and
Well, then we'll definitely do this.
yes, well,
Can't let them have that.
well, certainly that's
No.
that's why there's a certain amount of attention on this.
And he is disconcerted at that.
Yeah.
Specifically, that it's not just a, that an opportunist, right? Like there's an
Yeah,
actual.
Yep.
Like they're not gonna really sugarcoat like what is like he needs to know that whatever his mission is like there are some people, some money, power looking for him. And as much as this will make maybe him nervous, should know who wants to pursue this.
Well, yes, I do need to find at least the first blade. It's supposed to be in the Bluff Hills. I believe it's in there. We have the map. I feel like we get the weapon. My mentor and I perhaps do some minor academic examination of the weapon, and it can go your merry way.
No, I'd like to.
Gunnar will like pat him on the back and be like, "Oh, don't worry. You have Schnei nobility on your side. Those ice barbarians don't stand a chance."
Yes, I do. Thank you very much. I will put my firm faith in you and your. And he like pauses awkwardly at how to phrase this in a not inappropriate manner. Your strong blades.
You hear that, Yrsa? You get to kill ice barbarians.
This keeps getting better and better.
So, as you make your way north across the grasslands towards the Bluff Hills, a journey of some 250 miles, we get to integrate one of the few things that is ever used in D&D 5th edition.
Yes.
Somebody make me a survival check. Who's leading this?
Who is good? Is anyone here good?
I have 4.
I also have a 4.
Okay, I have an Van has an 8.
Yeah, Van,
Hey.
you should be rolling that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mallon, by the way, is a weedy academic librarian.
Yeah, I'm just like we've gotten
We're not having him roll it.
Yeah.
No.
There is journeying across the land. This is your first roll for the how well you will get out and.
All right, let's see. Let's see how this does. 10. Not the worst.
Straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Yep, there is a road that kind of leads out of Rookroast. You get yourself on. It is the later. I mean, by this point, it's afternoon. You're not going to make a full day's travel with this. Even with horses, you're probably only going to make about 10, 15 miles, right?
Yeah.
With the light that's left.
We just want to get somewhere where we can set up a good camp, and those who are still nursing injuries can rest comfortably.
Yes. So
how much is like Civ? How hurt are you still? Because I have some healing left.
He got fireball.
I'm at 45 out of 76.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can both like. How are you doing? How are you doing with
that's
healing
fine.
stuff,
I mean,
Gunnar? Like, are you far? Like, you getting like?
I mean,
resources okay? Like we can both kind of.
yeah,
At
I
45,
have
at
spell
49 of
slots
85,
left,
I'm
but I
fine.
can
I have a bunch of.
45 of 95
49 of 85,
of
baby.
85.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm not gonna say how much Ven lost just to not put a target on their back.
I think we're
Oh,
all
no.
still pretty
Okay.
hurt. So, I mean,
Oh, Yrsa feels fine.
well, Yersa feels excited. So, pain
Great.
is different to Yersa. So,
Mhm.
Yeah. Fair.
uh, I forgot how much Gunner was also down.
Yeah, everybody in
Yeah,
the
we
you three got like a little
Little well done.
yeah, a little well done, a little bit lit on fire. So like
A little crispy.
Just a little.
So you can, or I would say, as you make your way, you're only going about 10 miles. It is relatively open plains, grasslands at this point.
Right.
Mhm.
Some light, this close to the city, there isn't anything, as you look around, it's pretty easy to make your way northeast towards the Bluff Hills. And there is some, like, it's not flat, but it
Mhm.
is, it's not Kansas flat, but
it's not like it makes it easy on the horses.
yeah, it makes it easy on the horses. And as you make your way out through the day, Mallon is a competent rider, even when he's riding, on the horse. Like, I was trying to find some subtle way to do it. It's like, nah, that's the only way it can be done. But he does have he he doesn't really whistle, but he kind of like makes inarticulate noises as he's like looking around from this horse and observing everything as you're making your way north, right? Like, this is a guy who is left his ivory tower and is not comfortable, but still trying to be like, ooh,
Yeah.
this is kind of
I-
new.
Yeah, I think
let me focus on the kind of new so I don't freak out about the
I think
not so
Ven
great.
Ven will kind of encourage that.
Mhm.
'Cause it does keep him calm, but it also is like it's kind of fulfilling like a core belief of Wanderer is like, see the material plane, enjoy it for what it is, and it's especially good that someone that has kind of spent most of their time like in one place is now kind of like seeing the world around them and kind of like taking it in. So it's good for them.
So you've making your way across the wilderness. How do the rest of you? We know that Malin and Ven are kind of chatting about the academic observances on the not quite roadway. There's a little bit of a cattle path here, but relatively open grasslands. How do the rest of you deal with this journey?
Just in my mind, because I've been on enough journeys at this point that doing things aloud is probably not the best option, especially mindlessly. So I've learned to do it in my brain, in my mind, just passing the time, singing like the same things one would when at the forge, using the hammering as sort of like as the tempo, except now it's the pitter or the galloping of the horses we're on. So just doing that in my mind as we ride along, because I'm also not the observant one, so I don't have to. I'm looking around, but like, what am I seeing?
Lots of grassland.
Exactly.
And, dwarves, how much do you enjoy this kind of like open grassland?
You know when you were in the car and it'd be like you'd look outside when you were on the freeway and you'd imagine like the little guy running atop the buildings? Like that's what Civ is doing the equivalent of as we're riding forward. Just like just like the randomly high and low grasses, just you see Civ is like, oh, look, boop, 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 boop. Really, it's just the Mine Palace is just a playhouse at this point. Trying to pass the time. It's real boring. This is the worst part of it for Civ. So that's what Civ's up to, and probably why she never sees much.
What about Ursa?
I imagine Yrsa, to pass the time, kind of just hums a little, hums some tunes, some songs to herself. Because humming's pretty quiet. It's no louder than the horses clip clop. Probably don't even hear it unless you're next to her. And just, thinking about swords that could kill you if without even being wielded by somebody. Like, how do they die? Do they explode? Do they wither away? Does the sword like absorb their life force? Like, she's just wondering how these swords murder the people that aren't the people that they're blood bonded with. I imagine that goes on for quite a. It takes your system time because the thoughts aren't fast. So it's probably wondering how these swords do, and then like checking up on everybody, like doing the head count thing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, we're good. Wait, 5. Whew. And then yeah, just wondering about wizards, between wondering how swords can kill people without being wielded. A lot of wondering and humming.
There you go. And
Could be
Guna?
braiding my horse's mane while we
Yeah, while
go.
you trot, you're braiding the
Yeah.
horse's mane at trot.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. The visual is great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just bouncing between. And too many thoughts, just time to braid. Okay.
And what's Gunnar doing?
Gunnar's probably positioned himself at the rear and is doing his best to be vigilant, but not a whole lot else. Occasionally his mind wanders off to like the path that life led him to this place and to what's going on right now, kind of thing. And then back to paying attention, but mostly just staying vigilant.
Oh, so can I get a perception check from you, sir?
Sure. 14.
Lots of open grassland. You do see evidence. Hello, what did that do? You do see evidence of the passing of animals. Some, mostly herds of prey animals, a couple of rabbits. Nothing really stands out. You're kind of still close to, you're only going to get about 15 miles outside the city.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. The weather is cooler and the days are not that long, right? You still get an earlier sunset than particularly this far north. And it's still a little bit brighter than it would be at home, but, not bright daylight all the time. And so as the sun dips down into the western skyline, could Ven roll me a D100?
D100. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's do D1. 56.
You look around and it is vast open grasslands for miles. There isn't even like farms that you can see. But it is getting dark. So your choice is, what are you going to do for the evening?
How far we traveled?
About 15 miles. Well, hold on. I need to double check. So like no, so it would be that's wrong. That's me. 10 mile. It's about 10 miles an hour at a trot. So you've probably got about 5-6 hours. So maybe about 50-60 miles.
That's a pretty good.
55 miles. I was like, I remember 10 miles being a thing. It's how far they can go at a trot. That's,
50, 60 miles is good for it's a good pace for horses. We probably should rest.
So you make your rest for the night. You set up camp. Mallon will assist. He is not entirely incompetent in, like, camping. He's not comfortable with it, but he's obviously been out of the library long enough to get competent, right? But he will also fall asleep very quickly. So you guys have whatever camp you wish to do in camp.
I think Ven will offer to like as they usually do to cook. So we probably have we probably have some fairly fresh meat at this point. We probably just bought some, and you know what? Let's use some of the sauces we got to make this.
Yes.
And we'll
Yeah,
have
let's
a
go
nice-
do it.
Yeah. Because those things still have a shelf life of, so we'll use it while everything's still pretty potent,
Sounds good to me.
I'm very excited for the meal.
I'll make sure to let Mallon know. Let me know if you get cold.
Oh,
Thank you. I believe and he kind of like looks around and like kind of makes eye contact with Gunnar and then kind of looks at
Ven will shake their head. It's just kind of like,
I appreciate your concern.
Gunner's look is at your own risk, buddy.
And the Gunnar and Ven could roll me insight.
okay, hell yeah, let's
Gunnar because he's made eye contact with you, and Ven because you're trying to discourage this.
But be like, don't.
I 23.
Nice.
Mine is not going to be near as impressive. 9.
Okay. Gunnar, you can it's not hard to see that he is awkward and uncomfortable with all of this, right? Like he's just awkward and uncomfortable with all of this.
Yeah.
Then after spending half a day riding with him and listening to him, you with a 23 are pretty damn sure he is not interested in Ursa at all.
Okay, good.
She
okay.
probably doesn't, not his type.
Yeah, cannot.
No, and maybe
handle.
possibly given the fact that he mentioned specifically that he has a sending stone with a particular bodyguard, that he's not really available anyways.
Oh.
Just, he's just not into you.
Yeah. Oh, Yursa is but
Yeah.
he says appreciate it, and she's just like thumbs up, like great, he got the message.
Yeah.
He gets cold, he'll let me know.
Yep. He will totally let you know.
Yeah. Like 4 days are gonna go by, and she's like, wow, it's been cold once. Impressive. So scrawny.
But the
Days
night
before she figures it out.
But the night will fall. And as you set up watches for the evening, who is doing what, where, when, why? Are you setting watch, I should ask?
Oh, we set watches. I feel like that's just a given. Your soul take watch.
Yeah.
Probably the least desirable watch, so mid watch.
I think
Mm.
for Van, unless everyone says otherwise, states otherwise, they will take the last watch of the sleep just because it's like it coincides with like doing
Wake up
like
time.
prayers in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Uh, yeah. Oh no, he can't. Never mind. No, hold on. That's
Whatever you
Just need a
want,
first
Sue.
watch. Yeah.
I'll take first.
Okay.
um.
I'll take the other mid watch then.
Oh no,
Break them
wait.
up into 4 2-hour chunks.
Sure.
Mallon will, as you start to. One moment. I'm so sorry. I do have something for this. And he kind of like pulls a book out of his left sleeve again that doesn't fit. Right, like he's got very nicely tailored sleeves, and he's pulling this book out, and you're like, where did that come from? He starts flipping through it. It's like, yes, I do have a notation for this.
Look at his sleeves, and like this huge book comes out of his sleeves, and then I just look at his pants.
Oh no.
And he begins. And he will take 10 minutes. Give me a few minutes. It will take 10 minutes. Give me a few minutes. It's going to be worth it. It's totally worth it. It's
Oh, I bet it is.
not that. But, this. And he
Very impressive.
will take 10 minutes, and he actually has Tiny Hut.
So,
So you can have Tiny
Oh.
Hut.
Nice.
Your choice of whether you keep watches inside.
I think we still keep watches, but just more relaxed watches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortable temperature, relaxed watches.
Got to make sure that the horses aren't eaten in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could have the horses in the Tiny Hut.
So-
It'd be really
Pretty
great.
tight.
It's gonna be uncomfortable for everyone. Poor horses.
Mieres would be fine with it, but nobody else would be.
That
That's a
was
lot
your
of horses.
dream.
That's like 4 horses.
Yeah,
Mirsa doesn't
Just-
mind being smashed by bodies.
exactly. They step on her a little, it'll be fine.
Yeah, sorry, that was a moment of like, wait, I know he's got, what is his spell list? He does have a lot.
Yeah, I was actually kind of wondering that as a player. I was like, huh.
No, it's
I wonder
like
if we're gonna have like a whole night before he realizes that he could cast something to make this easier.
No, that was the GM momentarily forgetting what was on the full spell list, and then also momentarily forgetting briefly and having to double check because you're like, yes, Tiny Hut is a ritual spell. No, wait, is it? Yes, no,
Yeah.
it is.
Yep, it
I
is.
always forget. Like, yeah, always like, is it ritual? Is it not? Oh, okay. Hell
Beautiful
yeah.
10-minute ritual spell.
Yep.
All right. We have some spells.
Well, that'll make some comfortable watches for sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And while you set yourself up for watches in a climate-controlled geometric dome that fades in and out of colors, almost like those northern lights that you're used to seeing at home. We're going to take the break for the evening, and we're going to stretch, bio, refresh, do all of those good things. When we come back, we'll see, how the rest of the trip goes. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope you were refreshed, you stretched, you bioed, you did all of those wonderful things. All of those are good. And thank you for being here. And now it is a new day dawns. As you kind of see the light begin to rise over the tiny hut. Whoever had for last watch, can see pretty red, bright red dawn. So, let us. Well, there are a couple things that need to happen first. Gunnar needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Yes, that I do.
Mm-hmm.
16.
You're fine. The day dawns. Mallon is a little slow to get up, but that's more along the lines of like, he doesn't get up at dawn. He gets up like 30 minutes after when the rest of you start to move, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what is your plan for the day?
Morning calisthenics, and then breakfast that someone else has cooked because it's not, you don't want me to cook,
Mhm.
and then I guess more travel.
Mhm.
That's Circe's plan.
A little bit of the excess
Also
meal
my
with
plan.
eggs. Yep. So we'll have that, and yeah, we'll cover as much ground as possible.
Can I get then a survival roll for who's ever leading this morning as you continue to make your way north?
Would you like to continue, Ven?
All right. Oh yeah, let's do it. 22.
Nice.
22. It's a good day.
Mhm.
You've reoriented yourself on the map, you've well fed, you're feeling pretty good. You're like, you know where the bluff hills are, you can kind of gauge where you're going. Has Ven been here before?
Are we how far are we kind of more into like getting into like the
You're more like,
into the forested area, or like, I mean, more
no,
into the
you're
wilderness?
literally going from Rook Roost here
Mm-hmm.
towards the Bluff Hills. There's no reason
Mhm.
for you to go through the forest. You're
I
going
mean,
through.
as far as like the cultivated, like, and like we're kind of like on the areas where like there isn't really anybody, or there's not a
There
lot of
might
development.
be, but you haven't seen anyone yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think Ven has been here, I think, multiple times, but it's changed like every time. It's kind of like changed a little bit, like roads move, and like trees that usually would be, if you went here more often, would be markers, aren't there anymore. Things. So it's like, it's mostly like, I remember the mountains and remember the way that kind of like the hills are and all that.
Indeed, indeed. How is the day is yours? What do you do?
A ride hard?
Yes.
Exactly that.
Can I?
Well, look, I'm trying to see a cool sword. I want to get there.
Get to the cool. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the cool sword. It's cool.
Can I then please?
The scenery is lost on everyone else. Everybody wants cool sword. No one's enjoying the fine vistas that we have. Only
Look, it all
cool
starts to look
sword.
the same.
And it's just outside. We
This
see
is like-
outside all the
this
time.
This is when Ven gets gets like, kids. Just want the sword. Can't enjoy. Just weird for someone that looks like they're like in their like high teens a little bit. It's unusual.
Fucking kids.
Cool. Can I get a perception check from everybody? You know.
Absolutely. I can't promise I'll see a thing though.
Mm-hmm.
I've got excellent vision.
Oh, I'm
You're
looking
like-
with my eyes
I can
real
see
hard.
really far, but do I notice shit is the question.
You can see, but is it interesting?
Yes,
It's-
that's exactly
yeah.
the question.
It's
That's
like-
that's exactly it. I can see a mile away, clearly. And that isn't worth looking at.
If it was a mammoth
like
covered
looking
in
at
blood a
clouds.
mile away, that would be interesting. But no, there's none, so nothing.
None. Yeah.
You're
There's
like, oh,
nothing.
is that actually, is that something? Or is that, and that's just for you the next mile until we get there, and it's like, oh, it's not.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So my question, so the day is mostly, as it begins, pretty calmly, pretty easy to make your way through. Again, lots of open country, lots of open fields. There is a swaying to the grass in that you kind of see as you go. There's a number of, kind of a stretch that's a little bit, a couple trees that pop up here and there. A broader, couple streams that you're used to seeing. It's not inaccurate or problematic at the moment. It's just a day, right? It's been pretty okay. Mallon is still kind of engaging in what he's seeing, but with a 22, however,
Yes.
our dear friend, well, hold on. Our dear friend Gunnar does find some interesting sounds up ahead that seem to be drawing large sounds like large noises, disconcerting sounds as you move your way forward. It's almost like something's hiding. You know it's there, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
I'll send, like a message, verbally, one person to another to alert that there's something ahead lying in wait.
The peepers are open and looking.
About how far away, though?
About a good, like 150 yards, perhaps.
Okay. Once we get closer, we may want to dismount.
And you can hear all of these sounds. And Gunnar, with that 22, you could roll me a nature, perhaps.
I can roll that for sure.
Or survival, one of the two.
Survival will give me 2 more points. Let's see if that's any better. Nope. Not worth it.
It sounds like a large number of things.
there's lots of them.
Telepathic Ven will something. Maybe we should leave the horses.
Probably.
Yes. Where are we leaving the horses? Mallon is asking, just like, how, where are we hiding them?
Did you want to stand here for 10 minutes and pop another bubble?
I mean, I can
For you and the
do
horses?
that.
You'll be safer with the horses.
I can do that, if that is your opinion.
That does seem to be safest for all, if you're okay with that, Mallon.
All right. I will pop a bubble, and I'll do this behind this grass hill over here, and I will make a little bubble for me and the horses.
It's now Liamon's tiny stable.
Yeah.
Look, yep. Okay. That is...
I mean, it'll technically fit.
It will technically fit.
I mean, if the horses are like lined up and he's on top of one of them, it's not like they're super cramped. You know, they're just gonna be
Yeah.
standing.
Yeah, there's
in-
headroom.
Yeah.
There is enough room, and he's probably going to calm them. You know, can get them calm enough to be
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Just put their night masks on. They'll be fine.
Put the feed bag on. You know, they'll be like, you know.
Snack break.
Yeah. Snack break. Yeah.
okay, snack break, all of that. Why are you not doing what I want you to
The
do?
horses are gonna be like they're just gonna love combat because they just could be safe and just have a snack and rest up while we fight.
Cool. Cool. As you
They're
do
like, yeah.
so, I can do this. And I can do... So, you can see to the south of you, just zoom out. You can see the circle with Tiny Hut,
Okay.
and Mallon is in it. And now you should be able to see the nameplates.
Yep.
On all the characters.
Oh,
Can
I
you...
can just
Just one.
my own. Yeah.
Okay, so
Just
then
my own. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to show that to you. I'm sure there's a setting that I could show.
It's I think, yeah, it's deep in the settings. I think it's I
It's
think
in the
everyone needs to have
lore.
access to the sheets, maybe. That might be it.
Yeah, or be able to see all of the sheets, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Yes, I think if
Let's-
we can see the sheets.
Yeah, because it's in all the players' journals, but it can only be edited. Okay, so that's not going to help. All right, we will find
Figure
it
it
in a later problem, but it's not our issue at the moment. You can
I'm just
all
gonna
see each
give
other.
myself a dot that's the same color as my Roll20 pink color.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
And you can at least see your own names.
Mm-hmm.
But you look up just as we see emerging over the hill at a pace towards you is a pack
Oh.
of not nice looking individuals. If anyone wishes to roll either nature or survival, but they are moving at you at pace.
16.
16?
Woo!
Oh, not 20.
10.
Civ, you can kind of hear, and as you see this, you kind of like, it's the smell. It's really, really the smell. There is something rotten inherently, but it's also the blood, and it's the sound. And you're like, that's a flint. That's a lot of flints. That's a whole pack of
That is a lot of Flins coming our way. I tell the group.
Yes, I see them in 4K vision.
Gross.
I'm like, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. They're very tall, humanoid. You see the arms hanging down, the almost low of drool hanging from their teeth as they open them. Blood and open sores on themselves, but also all over. And most of them seem to be carrying giant whips with skulls of haunted eyes and tears. Flins are gnolls that worship
Oops, sorry.
demons. There you go. But they do not get a surprise round, so you get to roll initiative, everyone, please.
Click on the thing and then.
And I'm just going to roll for one at a time because it's our roll for.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh shoot.
Okay, I didn't open the
Jeez.
tracker.
Whoa.
That's okay. So Ursa is an 8. Gunnar
22. I have advantage.
Oh yeah, you have advantage. Sorry, 22. 22. Gunnar is an 8. Ven is 17. And PB is 13. And then I get to.
How long is their run up? Like, how long can I see them approaching us?
50 feet.
Okay.
I'm just going to give them all because they all rolled a 10. Okay. And they have a 10. There we go. So, first up is Ven.
Oh wait.
Nope.
Nope. It's
No, it
missing
should be
Ursa.
Ursa.
Ursa's-
Oh, Ursa.
Ursa.
It changed it. It didn't save it. There we go.
There.
But I can.
I changed
fix
it.
No, I fixed it. There we go. Ursa,
Yes.
you see a pack of Flins.
I pull out my big ass new sword. And I can run forever. I have 45 speed.
Jeez.
That's good.
So, yeah. So I can run all the way up to here. And I'm just ready. I'm gonna
Cool.
ready my. I'm gonna get mad. Well, I'm sorry. Get excited.
Get excited.
Yursa doesn't get mad very often. Just get a real hype. And just hold my action to stab as soon as one of these gets in within range. I'm like, yeah, come on.
Cool.
Ooh.
Cool. Ven.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ven will just kind of walk a few steps in front and just start issuing a prayer protection.
Ooh, prayer protection.
So I'm gonna cast bless on everyone.
Woo.
Cool.
Oh, heck yeah.
3 creatures of your choice, so it's gonna be. You know what? The rest of you will get 1 minute. Make attack or saving throw. You can roll a d4 and add the number. So yep, add d4 to attacks.
All right, so the 3 of you are blessed. You got little angel wings going on.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
We had phones. You would have already taken the selfie. Already captured while you wait.
Absolutely.
I think when Ven like invokes their their deity. It's in like the prayer is like there's a little bit of like a slight like echo to it in the way that there are like multiple voices saying it.
Very nice, very nice. Do you wish to do anything with your bonus action, then?
Nope, that's it. I
Okay.
can do anything with that.
Civ.
I am going to move forward, which I'll do physically here in a second. I'm gonna run forward, pull out both of my my hammers,
Yes.
and where the fuck do I have my battle maneuvers? There they are. And I am going to fucking just start chucking them.
Cool. Just tell me which one you pick, which one you chuck at, so I can keep track.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna chuck at this fellow here, assuming that that other unfortunate Flynn is gonna find the business end of Ursa's new weapon. So
This one here.
yeah, that one there. 23.
Ooh.
Cool. A 23 will hit. Even through, as you see, as you're up closer now, you can see the oddly not damaged, but still scarred by flail marks and blood breastplate that they are wearing.
Oh. Maybe someone's been busy. All right. So I'm gonna I just think it would be so funny. It's probably not like it's strategically the best, but I think it would be so funny. I'm gonna try and trip attack it.
This one here?
Yeah, the same guy. Yeah, as he's running forward towards us.
Out of curiosity, and this is just
Yeah.
me as the GM because I do not know, can you trip attack with a ranged weapon?
Yes, it's
Okay,
just
that's
a weapon attack.
It's
yeah.
weapon attack. There we go.
Yeah,
Go for it.
it's weapon
Enjoy.
attack. Basically, you're just aiming for the knees.
Yeah, you're taking it out the
Yeah.
knees. It's what I
This-
thought, but I'm just sitting here going, the dwarf is aiming for the knees.
It has to make a strength save of 16 or higher.
Oh,
Get him.
okay. Okay.
Or strength saving throw, yeah.
18.
Okay.
But it's
It'll still take the extra 2 damage, so that'll be 13.
Yep.
On
you
the first
see-
throw. Right, I can throw 2. That's right.
You can
Sorry,
throw 2.
go ahead.
You see the knee it kind of bounces off the oddly articulated wrongly knee. These are bipedal canines that should not function, right? There's something inherently wrong with this as you look at it. I mean, they are young ghoul. They worship a demon. They're gnolls that worship a demon. Like, you started at gnoll and then you're gone to worshiping demons, right? Like, it's even worse than in reality. Normal gnolls. But you can make your
An
second
11
attack.
does not hit.
The 11 does not hit. No, the 11 does not hit.
Oh, that's okay. That's the extra attack, and then for my bonus attack, I'll throw another one. Why not? And the 10 will not hit,
Nope.
and that is my turn.
And now it is the Knoll's turn. Or, well, the Flynn's. So this guy that you just hit is going to run up to you. So is his buddy. These two are going to run up on Ursa. This one is
As
going to
soon
get
as he
to
does.
Ben.
Stab the shit out of him.
This guy's going to start running. He's going to run towards.
Just throw it out there now, just to get it out of the way.
The rest of them are moving forward as well. He's going to come over here. And he's going to come over here. So we've got 3 on Civ, 3 on Ursa, 1 on Ven, and the other 3 are coming towards Gunnar, but they haven't got there yet. Actually, I think
Assuming a 19 hits, the first one in my proximity gets 10 damage.
Oh, because you have a.
Because I held my action to
Yes, your
attack as soon as
held
anything
your
came
action.
within. So I just did that to get it out of the way before you
No,
did all
totally
your
fair.
attacks.
I was like, yes, you did. You held your action for an attack, and the 19 will definitely hit. So the first one that came up on you was this guy here for 10. Does that include the?
That's including rage and everything. I got it all in there.
Cool. All right. But you held your attack action. Don't you get 2 attacks?
It's a good question.
You're a barbarian
suppose.
at level
Yeah.
8. You should have 2 attacks.
I do get 2 attacks.
Yeah, that is an action.
Yeah, you held your action. You held your attack
I don't think a
action.
12 will hit.
No, the 12 will not hit.
So-
Could you roll me a religion check, please and thank you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to roll you. I'm so good at it.
Yeah, you rolled that. You
I'm
have.
so good. 14.
I mean, that's
15
good. I mean,
minus 1 is
that's a
14.
15. That's a 15.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. She's actually decent at
15.
religion checks.
Yep, she does a decent job. Your shiny new sword is very shiny.
Nice.
It is very shiny. It
So
glows.
pretty.
Cool.
Cool. I like
Um,
that. That's fun.
So we're going to have fun. I'm going to roll all 3 attacks on Civ first. But they're all standing together and they have pack tactics, so they have advantage.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
Civ.
Ooh.
So it'll be
Oh,
6
yeah.
attacks, and I'm going to take the 3 highest. Fair?
Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Under-
So a 24, a 25, and a 23.
Yes, those will all hit me.
Cool. So, fun things start to happen because they have flails
Oh, you.
with skulls on them. And,
Mhm.
actual flails with whips, which are whips with barbs across it. So the first one to strike you, you are going to take 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Okay. 12.
Doesn't
Cool.
bless allow you to add to that as well?
Bless
Oh,
as
that's
wisdom
right.
saving
That is
throw.
a saving
So
throw.
roll me a d4.
13.
13 is not enough. I need you to use your reaction to make a random weapon attack against something that is
Yeah, I
not a
was
flint.
blessed. I coulda. So I doubt that would have helped my second attack.
So
Yeah,
you need,
I was thinking that too.
so you need to make a random weapon attack. You need to make as your mind kind of gets thrown into chaos. But you don't have any targets in reach that you can do that. You need to move half your speed in a random direction.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roll 1d4. North is 1. And we're going clockwise.
1.
Okay, 1.
Oh, going up.
Half my speed.
Half your speed immediately in a random
5,
direction.
10, 15, 15. 5, 10, 15. There we go.
Cool. And then you also get, so that was 10, that was one of them. The second one, I need you take 10 bludgeoning damage
Mhm.
and 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Um,
Ooh. Oh no. Psychic damage.
Psychic damage
Oh, no.
as the other flail starts to light up, and you just feel this overwhelming, like the pain that hit your body is one thing, but the burning pain of that moves through your mind as a demon from hell feels almost like it scratches inside on your brain is almost overwhelming. And then you take another 10 bludgeoning damage from the last guy's flail. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You also have to remember that D4.
Yep. Oh, what the fuck was that? 19.
Cool. You're not paralyzed.
Good,
great.
good. Happy to hear about it. Happy to hear it.
So that's those 3. these 3, I'm going to do the same thing with Ursa. Roll 6 and take the 3 highest.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
19, 20, and 22.
I have 17 AC. So
Cool.
yes.
All of those are going to hit. Cool.
Ugh.
Ursa, you're going to take
Yes.
10 bludgeoning damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
All right, half that down. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
I'm so
saving
good at
throw.
those. I'm gonna have my D4, but I don't think it'll help.
I think it'll help. I think it'll be. Oh,
13.
okay,
Nope,
maybe not.
it will not help. You need to move in a half your speed in a random direction as well,
Good enough.
because
I'm
it
gonna roll a
is
D4,
as you are
and that'll
disoriented.
tell me.
Yep.
North. Is that the move? Reason? Is that
Everyone's
direction you
moving
moved?
north.
North.
Yep, you're going north. Exactly.
Half my speed.
Half
45.
your speed. Yep.
So we'll say that's 20,
Yep.
It's like we're racing.
but
Yep.
I'll win because I have
Yeah.
longer legs. and and barbarian speed.
Barbarian. It's like you didn't go for the barbarian speed first. You went for the elf
I
versus
did.
dwarf.
I
trope
sure
first.
did. Look, I'm a wood elf. I'm naturally faster anyways, and then I'm a barbarian. I have
Yep.
stupid speed. Stupid walking speed.
Cool. So the second flail that hits you, again, you're going to feel these talons of pain through your
Woo!
brain as you take 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage.
Okay, so 21 damage total.
Mm-hmm. And then the final flail bursts black against your back as you're running away, and you're going to take 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or 22.
You are not
I
paralyzed.
got proficiency in that one.
Yeah, you're not paralyzed. You're not paralyzed.
And
There
have
you
like
go.
points in it.
Mhm.
It's so crazy.
Cool. Then you only have one guy who's gonna swing up a flail on you.
Good.
But and that one is not going to hit you.
No, okay,
As
no.
it kind of just swings around you in a circle and strikes the ground, and you see one of these like skulls that are wrapped in it flash its eyes red before it rips itself out of the dirt, taking a tuft of grass with it, and you kind of like see it stuck on one of the barbs of the flail. These guys are just going to use their motion to get into combat range with Gunnar. Because they're going to dash as their action. Oh, actually, no, he's not. He's going to stay over here because he can do something else. He's going to shoot his longbow at Gunnar. Because they have those. Does a 14 hit you?
No,
Does a 23 hit you?
barely, but yes.
Cool. You're going to take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And there's one more arrow he can fire at you. But in that one, you see that last one just shoot over towards the tiny hut and then shatter against the side of the tiny hut.
Okay.
Gunnar, your turn.
I will, since I'm only engaged technically with one of them, I'm
Yes.
gonna move up. Reminder to Ven, you have a +2 to saving throws if you're within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
And then I'll hit the one that's on Ven,
Cool.
or attempt to. That's this one. 26
Hell yeah.
26 will definitely hit.
for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And then 23
Yes.
for 9 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Magical bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll then use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. On myself at this point,
Okay.
as I'm trying to grab the attention of all of the enemy combatants.
Cool. Make yourself bright and shiny.
Yeah.
Could you roll
And
me a
that'll be my
religion check,
turn.
please?
Oh, yes. Religion,
Mm-hmm.
which I actually am proficient in, but not great at. I got a 4.
You're distracted
Woo!
by everything going on. It's great. It's fine. Life is good.
Oh no,
cool.
if he's getting a roll a religion check on maybe my sword, that might be bad.
You don't know
Over
it's
there.
about, you don't know it's about your sword.
I hope it's not about my sword.
You don't.
But
know
I
it's
just
about
had
your
to make one, and my sword was very shiny, so I'm like, oh no.
sword. No. Yursa, you are no longer
Repeat my
confused
assumptions.
at the
Great,
moment.
I'm gonna run back at them.
Mhm.
Ah! What I was wailing on earlier, I think it was this guy.
Yep, this one
Whichever
right
one
here.
it was. Beautiful.
One right in front of you.
They're gonna just turn around and pack tactics me again. So why should I hold back? Forgot they had pack tactics, says Yrsa. I'm gonna recklessly attack. If they're gonna get advantage anyway, I might as well have advantage.
Yeah.
Give them
That's
the old
fair.
one too.
Yep.
Nat 20?
Oh
Nat 20,
boy.
go for it. Let's see. Oh! You have something shiny on that, don't you?
Oh
I
no,
do.
that thing's gonna eviscerate
I
that.
got it's 22 damage.
Mhm. It's
So
22 damage.
with my fancy new sword.
With your fancy new sword. And, you with your fancy new sword, I need you to roll me.
Yeah.
Hang on. I need you to roll your fancy new axe.
Oh, that's right, my axe, my fancy giant axe. That's
Your
right.
fancy
'cause
giant
I
axe that
upgraded
with
great
hole-
axes.
with a
Yeah, I'm
metal
sorry, I was
hole in
thinking
it.
about swords.
Yeah,
It's
you
an
were
axe.
thinking- but it's an axe. I need you to
Yeah.
roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I thought it would be a saving throw. Hey, I'm blessed at least. Oh,
You are
nat
a
20
nat
again
20. A nat 20.
for
Absolutely blessed.
24. So
For
hashtag
24.
blessed.
So,
So
as
be it.
you swing through with this axe and scar across this already scarred breastplate of
Yeah.
this flint, you see
Woo!
shapes and movement in the shimmer of the blood spatter on your axe.
Ah, I'm an artist.
It's brightens something within you.
Oh, I'm an artist.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna swing again.
Go for it.
Okay. It's just 25 this time. mean-
Still is gonna hit.
I mean, I could roll the d4, but I don't think I need to. So,
No.
for 15.
Cool. He is. You see more wounds open on him, but you already see a number of open wounds. Like, he's bloody, but he started that way. So, you know.
I think Yursa on like that first swing sees that and just cackles and it goes, I'm a fucking artist! And then swings again, and that's what Yursa yells in her excited rage.
I'm here for
She's
it.
just and like a grinning, just blood splatter and smiles. That's
we
what
go.
everyone sees.
Then,
Okay, we have a lot of these things.
you do.
All right. Blessing isn't going to hold up for too much longer, but we can try and cut a number. And if they want to embrace chaos, then they should embrace all aspects of chaos. So, what that is going to do is going to change that chanting to a cacophony of sounds. That's just going to batter their minds.
I mean,
So,
there's a lot of cacophony of sounds going on now.
yeah, but it's good whole. It's
Yeah.
it's at this point mental also. So I think it's going to be a 10-foot radius sphere. So it's going to be let me see, where's my marker? I think so. God, these ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the area, and we are gonna cast confusion.
Okay.
So Bless is gone,
So Bless is
And-
gone. That's what I thought. Bless is gone because confusion.
and they must make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Cool. you want to know something really interesting?
The advantage.
Yes. It's because they sold their soul to demons.
Oh. They're still got the roll.
Yep, no, they still have to
Pretty
roll.
decently. I mean, pretty decently, at least.
So 22,
Okay.
25, 15,
Okay, well-
one fails. He's going to fail. He's got, put a red dot on the guy who failed. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. 22.
22. Okay, so those. Okay.
So 4 succeed,
First
and 1
succeed.
fails.
Okay. That one, shoot, I wish that worked better, but that one, has to roll a dice on its turn.
On its turn, correct? Yeah, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Which is gonna be real soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it can't take reactions. That's the other important part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep, what?
I'm just looking at
No.
it. Never mind.
Yep. And then it rolls a d10, so only one of them has to roll it. But,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, Oh, I rolled damage as well. They get damaged. So, but it's not going to be as much, but it'll be something.
Yep. No, what
Four-
damage?
Huh?
What damage? There's no damage.
Oh, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Why the hell am I looking at the wrong thing? Shit.
There's damage.
Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong spell. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. No, sorry. It's like there's no damage. Yep, nope,
Okay.
that's it. Do you have anything you would like to do with your bonus action?
No.
Cool.
But I'm gonna we're gonna close up ranks with Gunnar a little bit, just kind of back to back a little bit,
Cool.
and that will be our turn.
All right. Civ, you are no longer confused.
That's awesome. I'm going to
You're also no longer blessed.
no longer hashtag blessed. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Mhm.
No, why would I do that? That'd be too easy. What is just a hit dice?
Yeah.
And I'll just get a quick little boost there. Then I'm going to start throwing some hammers as I am running. Let me just move first before I forget. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's where that gets me. Taking a long turn around these guys. But as I'm moving by, I hit the same. I think this is the same guy
Yep,
that I
is
hit
the
before.
same guy that you hit before.
I'm gonna throw my hammer at him.
Yep.
For 27, 9 bludgeoning.
Yep.
25
Yep.
for 8 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And I will use my superiority
use your
die.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna action search. So I'll use this for my bonus action
Mhm.
of my action search.
No,
to
you
do.
can't. You second wind. Second wind is a bonus action.
Action surge gives me
Oh, action surge gives you everything.
action
wow,
and a
wow,
bonus. Yeah,
wow,
you're good.
I thought.
Don't
the
you worry.
action surge, I thought the action surge was the bonus action. No, you are correct.
No,
I am so
yeah.
sorry.
You're good. I sat here and I read a lot while the
It's okay,
others were
that's
doing
good.
stuff, so I don't blame you. So I use a quick toss for that, and that'll just give me an extra superiority die.
Yep.
And that's that damage. If I hit this, will you roll a d8 for me? No, you will. Yes, you do. So that's 19 damage on that attack.
Yeah, he's looking a little damaged. A lot more blood is showing than he was when he started. But you know, he's bloody.
Good. So I'm gonna keep hitting him. A 20. It hits him.
Yep. There
All
you
right.
go.
That
Okay, so
is
there's 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks that you've made.
yes. So it is my first two my attacks in my first attack.
No. I'm making sure I've counted all the attacks. That's all I'm doing. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
make sure I count all the damage.
Yeah, and I got one more.
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong one. 14 does not hit. But
does not hit.
that is my turn. But as I am running back towards my other two friends, I'm like, Ven. It hurt a lot. It hurt a lot. My it hurts her a lot. Ven. And that's what you hear. Probably from like 20 feet out is what you start hearing. And that is my
Go.
turn.
Nope. And then it is the Flynn's turn. So this guy is gonna run up on you because you hurt him.
Oh no! Oh,
This
no.
guy is gonna first make his D10 roll because he's suffering from confusion.
Okay, I'll bring back that thing. I need the chart.
And he rolled a 10.
Oh god! Oh wow! Okay, they just went right through it.
They can act and move normally. I'm sorry. That's
That's not
the worst.
that's I mean that's that's not my problem necessarily at the moment. I'm sorry, Sif.
Yeah, it's not your problem at the moment. It is,
It will
however,
be.
going
It
to
will
be
be.
Siv's turn in a minute.
Oh, Siv, I know. Just hang on.
I'm just gonna get. No, it's still up. So I'm gonna move move this guy up here, and this guy is gonna move up next to Ursa, and this guy is gonna stay here because he likes what he's doing, but he's gonna move over here. Okay, so first things first. He was there. That was there. These three are gonna roll on Civ. Sorry, Civ.
You're good.
So again, 3 attacks, but 6 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 17 gonna hit you.
No.
A 12 gonna hit you.
No.
Okay, so those 2 miss. A 28, I'm however thinking will hit
Mother.
you.
Yeah, that one will.
Cool. And following the same rules, it's 10 bludgeoning damage as it kind of swings out. And that kind of makes sense. These are the 2 that were slightly stuck in the confusion, and therefore they were disoriented and they had to move a little bit further. And this other guy wasn't in the confusion, so he kind of came around. So 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
God,
27.
Nice. Holy.
You're perfectly fine. As you strike, another black patch strikes across your damaged armor. Ursa, same deal. 1, 2, not 20.
Oh.
Yay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 21.
Yep.
2, and a 27.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Cool. So the nat 20 first. So that's 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. No.
Nope. Cool. You're going to run in a random direction.
Yeah.
I need a second wisdom saving throw.
Cool. What, we're on south this time.
Okay.
Half my speed.
Yep.
There.
Cool.
Oh.
And then a second wisdom, you said?
Second wisdom saving throw.
9.
Ursa.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Hi.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hi.
It's me.
Oh
I have
no.
a big shiny toy.
I got a big ass.
Oh no.
And
And a
it's
big
been
ass.
so artfully
No.
initiated.
I'm an artist now.
You are. You're entirely an artist.
I am.
You feel
Yeah.
heat from your
Ooh.
hands.
Hi.
Not hot enough to hurt, but you feel
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's the passion of artistry.
It is the passion of artistry running up
Yeah,
that shaft
absolutely.
of that great axe for you.
Yeah. Well, my hands often do get hot when handling a shaft. So
I figured. I
Yeah.
had to give you that layup.
Oh, no.
thank you.
And
Friction and whatnot.
The
Generate
blade that you are looking at of
Yeah.
that great axe
Yeah.
ignites,
Whew, hot, sexy.
but you feel an inner fire as well.
That's the artist's passion.
Mm-hmm. You're going
Yeah.
to take
Yeah.
6 fire damage.
Okay, just 3. It's cool.
Cool. And as the blade is ignited, you can now add 2d6 fire damage to any attack.
Hell yeah.
But there's a heat in your mind that's
Yeah. Passion.
strong in there. We'll come back to that.
I've hit the peak passion.
Hmm.
I'm striving for this.
So that was that. Those are those
Yep.
3. This guy who's with Ven, he is going to try and swing at Ven. But he's going to miss again. He just keeps
go.
missing Ven, and it's like there's this very strong confusion as he kind of looks at the flail, looks at the blades, looks at Ven, looks down on Ven, and then they're tall, right? They're almost like 10 feet tall. They're
Okay, they're definitely twice as tall as me.
yeah, they're
Oh, no.
it's there's confusion. Gunnar, however, this guy is going to shoot you. He gets to make 1. A 10 is not going to hit you. 2, a 20?
No. 24 is your target.
And a 25.
That'll hit.
As another series of rapid fire arrows come out of this longbow, and you're going to take again 6 points of piercing damage from these arrows. These 2 guys down here, however, are going to try and hit you, and one of them they're going to get advantage because they have pack tactics. Ven does not have enough next to her to count, but you do, even with Ven. So, 4 rolls. 1, 2.
Damn it.
Crit.
Oh.
1,
Shit.
2. 19 is not going to hit, so only one
19
of
is not.
these is going to hit.
And my armor makes me immune to crits.
Cool, you don't get the
Oh.
crit damage. However, you are going to take 10 piercing damage and 16 psychic damage as you feel the burning talons burst through your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from Gunnar?
Wisdom. Sure.
Mhm.
23.
Gunnar, you have a new shiny toy.
Mm-hmm.
It bursts with light in this moment. And a burst of radiant energy emerges from Gunnar in response to this crit attack. Please roll me a spell attack at advantage.
Spell attack at advantage. It's my spell attack. Okay, there we go. Doo-doo. I didn't actually put that on this sheet because I rarely, if ever, do that, so I'm gonna manually roll this.
That's fair.
At advantage.
Yep.
16.
Cool. 16 is just what you needed to hit. But you I just need to get the there. Cool. You are level 8, correct?
Correct.
2d8 radiant damage bursts from you to the guy who crit on you.
9.
9 Cool. Oh wait, that's not right. That's not where I should be. Cool. As he kind of hisses back. You do have the protection of a god.
Hmm. And how much damage was that again on the original hit, though?
On the original hit, it's 10 bludgeoning damage and 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. So now you know that your shiny new toy also deals a divine version of Hellish Rebuke on crits.
Nice. Very nice.
Standard cantrip progression. But that is everybody. Cool. Gunnar, your turn.
Yeah. So Gunnar will start with hitting the one that's attempting to attack Ben.
Cool, this guy.
So, yep.
He keeps failing at it. It's
Yeah.
kind of sad.
25
Yes.
for 7.
Mm-hmm.
25
Nice, jeez.
for 7.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and action surge.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you took that level of fighter, didn't you?
Yep. And 18
Yes, we'll hit.
for 7. Lucky 7s.
And
And I'll miss.
you miss on the last one. He kind of finally just kind of ducks. It's really awkward looking. He just kind of like,
Yeah.
he's not well. But then again, he's a gnoll who swore service to a demon lord. You know, it happens. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Then I have a very important. You are still concentrating on confusion, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Irsa, you ran into the confusion.
I think isn't it just the I was looking at that. It's just the
No, because
the initial, or is
it's-
it like
It's the way it's phrased. It says,
like I was trying to read it. I was just trying
each
to make
creature
sure.
within a range when you
It's
cast
doesn't-
a spell or be affected by it. No, you are correct. They don't have a problem, but you're still concentrating on it, so it's there. It's very weird. It's like usually
It's
an area
very
of
weird.
affection.
Yeah, I think it's just concentration. I think for the
To keep the
affected
effects.
ones.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
keep the
it's
effects going,
once
yeah.
I was looking for like if the field stands, but it doesn't. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
what I
then
was
we will
like
just delete
partially.
the field because that's
Yeah.
like out of my way.
Yeah.
Irsa, your turn.
I'm a little surprised that I ran over here in all of my glee. But there is an enemy in front of me, and the others will catch up. They'll figure it out. So I'm just gonna swing at this one here.
Yep.
With my big axe, it's on fire.
Yes, it is.
Well, I gotta change this. Wild up, and then damage type 2. Sorry, I'm just adding it real quick.
Totally fair.
There we go. Did it roll?
Yes, it did.
All
You
right,
rolled a
did.
12. It
And
does
I'm doing it with the reckless because they're pack tactics anyway. So
Yes.
19
Yep, 19 will hit.
or 18
Nice.
regular and 7 fire.
Yes.
And then my second attack.
There's a little smoking going on. It's starting to smell a little bad. Burnt fur is a thing.
But I am an artiste. So 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Or 13 slashing, 12 fire.
So he is definitely like bloody, but now there's like a lot of cauterization of the cuts that you're making.
Yeah.
So a lot of smell of burning hair is all up
Oh.
in your nostrils, and
This is great.
sieve as well.
Like hot. As I am swinging. That's what I say. And then I make eye contact with Civ. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm here for this so much.
I'm sorry. I'm a short person. I get to make the tall jokes
And I'm a
for
tall
once.
person. So
I'm 5 foot even. I never get to make these jokes.
It is kind of hilarious. Then
Mhm.
you're up.
They look around and they see Knolls are still, or not those, but the
Flynn's, yeah.
Flynns are still. There's still a large mass, and they have been slowly picking away at their friends, and they will just raise their staff, hit the ground, and like golden like shades, ghostly figures will kind of like come up from them and into their allies. And each of them is going to take a 3d8 plus 5. So I'm using staff healing is big guns time. So it's like mass cure wounds is happening.
Mass cure wounds, and because it's the staff of healing,
Yep.
good. So roll that healing, and it also adds your wisdom bonus, right?
Yep, yeah, it's it. It's on the little.
Okay.
Oh shit! Is it okay? Level 5. Yep. Yeah. 23 points of healing for everyone.
thank you.
Yes,
What
thank you.
everyone is getting like. pinged by-
They all hit me next turn.
Yeah.
I
oh,
wasn't
no.
gonna make it.
I it's like we can't have people going down because it's like then they're
I'll
gonna
take
go they're gonna
healing,
mass on the
yeah.
next person and like I don't want to find out if they do go for the kill when you're down. So make sure Civ's up and everybody's
Look,
up.
Civ,
Okay.
Yeah,
then
It's
you
great.
rolled for
I'm up from half HP. It's great.
then you rolled for this. You
Mhm.
would know they're Flynn's. They're
Yeah.
demon worshipping gnolls.
Yeah.
Remember how gnolls start as hyenas
Yeah.
that then eat necromantic, and there's a
Yeah,
whole thing where they
yeah.
eat themselves out of dead bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat dead bodies.
Yeah. That's what's
For
worried.
dinner
Yeah.
if they kill us.
Yeah.
I'm real glad the horses are
Yeah.
in the bubble right now.
The horses are in the
With
bubble.
the wizard. I imagine our wizard's just sitting there like, ooh. Ooh.
Your wizard is having opinions, but is currently staying in the hut because you told him to stay in the hut.
Okay.
That's the best.
Would you like to cast a bonus? Are you doing anything with your bonus action or movement?
Let me just check something
Mhm.
real fast.
Certainly.
I feel a burst of inspiration. It's the healing, but I'm so impassioned.
Okay,
right
I
now.
can.
It's like,
Okay.
wow, I'm inspired.
You know what? Speaking of him,
Speaking of him,
Hi.
Ven is gonna speak in his mind, like, if you have anything that can assist us, help would be more than warranted.
At least the
Then
bubble, though, it goes away.
But like if you can't, but only if you can stay at a distance.
you don't get a response.
Okay, that's fine.
Civ.
that's me. So the first thing I am doing is I am going to use one of the superiority die and do commander strike and tell Ursa, hey Ursa, that one
Yeah.
looks real hurt. You should hit him again.
Okay.
And
I'll
add a
do
d8
that.
to your damage.
Hell yeah. Oh, a 22.
Yep. He is now
Plus-
at a point.
13 plus 11 plus 3, so 13 plus 27 total.
Yeah, I'm doing it as I do this. Ooh, he's looking like you've broken a couple bones at this point, and the
Okay.
fire is starting to like creep up his arms and across his torso. The snout.
Look a little
that's-
hot.
Yeah, looks like there's a scar. There's like a burn. Look, you basically have a self-cauterizing axe now.
Yeah.
So
Looks a
picture
little hot.
somebody in like Mandalorian armor fighting someone with a
Mhm.
lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Beskar versus lightsaber. They're doing a lot of damage here.
It's lightsaber resistant, not lightsaber proof.
Yes, exactly. It's not cortosis.
For my other attack, I'm gonna use another superiority die, and use menacing attack. Oh, I should hit that after. Well, if I hit, I'll use menacing attack.
That's fair.
15 I assume doesn't hit.
Not hit. No.
Then I don't do. I think about it though. I think
You
real
think
hard
really
about it.
hard about it. It's okay.
Yeah. And for my bonus action, I'll hit him again.
Cool.
17.
A 17 will hit. Which one are you hitting?
The same guy I've been wailing on.
This one here.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah,
Or I
cool.
assume that's the same guy.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the same guy that you've been hitting in the knee.
Hey, and I was thinking real hard about menacing attack, so I menacing attack him.
Yep.
And so that'll be, I'll just use that damage. It'll be 10 and he has to make a whiz save of
Cool.
16. Otherwise, be frightened.
Oh, frightened. Cool. Good to know. You can attempt that. It's an 11, so he is frightened of you. He kind of.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it is. Is that anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope, that is it.
Cool. It is now their turn. This guy and these. Well, this guy is going to run away from you because he has to.
Bye bye.
And he's going to run towards his friends. He just has to run away from you. Over there. This guy is going to turn around and attack Ursa, and this guy is going to come down around Civ. So this one is
hit him
going
with
to
an
make.
axe 3 times. So.
You did hit him with an axe 3 times, and he does not
He
like
didn't
that.
like that.
But he only gets to attempt. You only get, he only gets 1 attack advantage, which is 28.
That will definitely hit, yeah.
And you feel as he strikes out at you, that again 10 bludgeoning damage, and you feel that burning scar across your brain as it hits you. Is that 16 psychic damage?
Yep.
And then this guy is
Ruining my inspiration.
going to make an advantage
Ruining my
attack
kill the
against
mood.
Civ. Civ, does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
Cool.
God.
He misses. This guy's going to fire. Oh wait, we have friends. We have friends that are going to come down on Ursa.
Yep.
Hi, Ursa. They're going to come to make attacks on Ursa. 3 of them. 1,
Yep.
2, 1, 2. 25 and a
They all
20.
hit. Yeah.
And 1, 2, and a 24. So those are all going to
Yep.
hit. You're going to take again 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage. You're going to take 10 bludgeoning, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. The wisdom. 7.
Cool.
Oh no.
Probably
no.
had advantage, but I don't.
Running time.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Hmm.
No. You have to run. I was like, wait, no, your great axe does not have that reach.
No.
You are lucky it does not have that reach.
Oh, okay. South again. There.
And the last one strikes across your back for 10 bludgeoning, and I need a constitution saving throw.
Yeah. 8. That's bad. Con save.
You are now paralyzed till the end of his turn. Next turn.
Ursa looks a little rough.
Yrsa is stone. This guy is going to attack Ven. Maybe, if he can. But he has advantage now because there's pack tactics. A crit
Okay. Oof.
against Ven. And that is going to be 20 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and I need a Constitution saving throw.
$26.
Ooh, you are not
Whoa.
paralyzed.
Let's go.
The next one is going to make one more attack against you. 25.
Hits.
This guy down here, he's not happy. He's been getting wailed on by Civ, and he's frightened, but he's, attacking somebody else. So you will feel this claw just kind of come through your brain, and you feel 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 16 psychic damage. And then
That is halved.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
$28.
You're fine. And these two guys are going to make attacks on Gunnar. 20 is not going to hit, and a 22 is not going to hit. And our friend over here is going to try and shoot Gunnar. One for a crit for 26. So you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage because you don't take the effect of the crit. Could you roll me another spell attack, please? As
Yes.
your, your friendly neighborhood protection of a god. And
Forgot I have to do that manually.
fun thing, if you push the up arrow key, it'll re-roll your last roll.
Yeah, but my last roll was from my sheet, and it made things go weird.
Oh, that's always complicated. 18 will definitely hit. Roll me that 2d8.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yeah.
10.
Oof. There's a little, radiant singe that appears off of him. But he still gets one more arrow to shoot at you. But a 13 is going to miss.
You'll appreciate this. It's coming from my belt buckle, so they're getting flashed by my crotch.
Nice.
I was waiting for someone else to say it. I was like, where are you? I didn't want to be like, where are you wearing this belt buckle? It could be anywhere. You could have,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I did not make it into a Flavor Flav necklace or anything.
exactly. It could have been there. That is Gunnar's turn. Sorry. It went too far.
How long
Okay,
does the paralyze last on
Until the
Is that-
end of the Flint's turn. Next turn.
Shoot, nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna continue to hit the one that keeps trying to kill Ven.
This
The
guy
first
here?
one, not the frightened one.
Yeah. He's only frightened Versa.
22
excuse me.
for 12.
Yep.
11 will miss.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, what do I have? I will cast Healing Word at 2nd level to try and keep Yrsa standing since she's in my range now.
The joy of healing word. 60-foot range.
7 points. I'm not very good at it compared to Ven, but hey, every little bit counts, I think.
Yep. All right. Is there anything
Sorry,
else you would like to...
who was that healing words going to?
You.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, there was a half second where I was like,
You, dear sister, you.
oh, great. That puts me at 23.
It is now Yrsa, but you're paralyzed.
I am. I just stand there and look pretty. I look
You
hot.
You do. Could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
I sure can. Kablam! 20.
Cool. You don't take damage from your own weapon.
Great. Awesome. Maybe.
At the moment. Then.
Okay, in Gunner's mind, you just hear Van. Can you hold him off for a few moments?
I'll do what I can.
You know what? I'm just gonna move. I need to get here. I need to get him.
I mean, that doesn't draw an attack. Well, it's going to draw an attack of opportunity from that guy.
Yeah.
17?
17 just hits. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, he's just the guy with the pain. Sorry. So you feel another burst of pain through your mind as you're going to take 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage.
Okay. Okay, and then I am going to I think we can. Okay, no. Alright, it's gonna be move. I'm gonna go down. One, two. Oh, I don't know if you. Okay, this is something for Ursa.
Hi.
I think I might deploy another mass cure heal wounds,
Mass cure wounds. I mean,
and
everybody
just
here
hope that
probably
you can
could use
you
it.
can like get past this. I will heal. I will be right next to Ursa if she goes down. But I think everyone needs to be. This will only last one round. The paralyzed, hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully.
It ends at the end of their round.
And hopefully the healing will buffer that. And if you need more healing, we are willing to give it to you. So I think we'll just. But
Well, if people are willing to
I
give
think
it to me.
everyone needs. I think. What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna do that. The last thing from the staff. All right, let's do it. Okay, everyone. 17 points. Points of healing.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
You'll enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
I have 69 hit points now.
Nice.
Nice.
That's great.
Cool. Ursa, as a point of order, your rage has dropped.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, it's not great that the axe didn't hurt me. Could I willingly failed that saving throw?
No, unfortunately not this one.
Okay.
You could
Quick,
have
Van,
later...
use your bonus action to punch her in the face.
I don't have anything that can. I was thinking about it, just like giving you like a.
No,
like a-
it's the problem is it's already too late because it's the end of
Yeah.
her turn.
No,
Oh,
no, it
that's right.
hasn't. Not yet. It's if you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage. I have taken damage since my last turn.
Okay.
Okay, then you're still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's
all right.
if I don't, it's like one full round of having not taken damage, which would mean I would have to either not take damage or attack something this round as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're halfway there to losing.
I'm
your
halfway there. I'm halfway
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
You
My rage
are-
isn't down yet.
Your rage isn't down yet. It's really
Yeah.
awkwardly phrased.
I was like, I didn't think it was quite yet.
It's a little. It's a yeah. It's
No,
a, it,
it's
because
okay,
they did hit
that's
me
good.
last round. So.
Okay.
No, it's just really awkwardly phrased, and a comma is really
It is.
useful.
A comma is really useful. Yeah.
Y'all, the Oxford comma serves a purpose.
Very useful. Yeah.
Put it in your...
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool. Ven, are you doing anything else on your turn?
That's it. That is it.
Cool. Civ.
I wanna take a quick second to look around the battlefield.
Yep,
Paralyzed
and,
next round. I've got a great thing.
and take stock of the enemies, seeing how many of them are injured. And
You're Battle Master, right?
yes.
For a bonus action, I'd let you do just straight investigation check. That would give you any information you want.
Okay. Investigation.
You're going to succeed because you are Battle Master, but if the question is how high you roll is how much more detail you're going to get.
13.
So a 13. The guy in front of you, Ursa had been wailing on and is fucked up. He's also a lot burned. The guy to your right is not damaged at all.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 that are running towards you, who apparently had been trying to damage Ursa, this one to your...
I would say trying's not the word. That we're damaging her here.
They were damaging Ursa. There's only one of them looks to be damaged at all, and he looks hurt, but not too badly. The guy who's right next to Ven, who you frightened, he's fucked up. He's fucked up. The individual who is now in contact with Gunnar and looks like he's going to be doing some serious damage, he's hurt, but, you know, he's at that fine line of hurt, but still a sworn devotee of Yonagu, and, you know, might be enjoying it. You don't know. The other 2 on Gunnar, only one is mildly damaged, and the dude with the bow hasn't been hit at all.
Okay.
So, like, the one to your north is fucked up, and the one to your right is not damaged at all.
I thought the one that hit me with the bow also got flashy thinged.
Oh, he did get flashy thinged. Sorry, he got flashy thinged.
Oh, good.
He's a little bit, like, glowing from the radiant damage still, but, you know.
And Iris, like, you're fucked up, right? I mean, you act nonchalant, but I feel like you're fucked up. Ven, you've been hit a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And Gunnar, you've been hit a couple of times? Are you feeling
Gunnar,
fucked?
because of the
Are you
healing,
looking bad?
look, he's the prettiest right now.
Okay.
I have this moment of just the inside thought of Irsa as she's paralyzed, realizing that her brother is currently looking prettier than she is.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
Imagine.
Yeah.
And glowing slightly. Particularly from his belt buckle.
Okay. You know, okay. You know, let's see if you'll allow me to do this. We'll see. I mean, I still have my action and my movement. I would like to run at Irsa. I would like to pick up Irsa, and I would like to run towards the bubble.
Cool.
I mean, technically, we could all go into the bubble and avoid combat. Yeah, we can just let them tire themselves out. Take a short rest. Get back out.
A valid option. Running is always a valid option. You can certainly try. You will draw attacks of opportunity from the 2 guys next to you.
Unless you disengage.
That's okay. I don't have the ability to. That's
Everyone
fine.
can disengage. It's just at full action instead of a bonus action.
Yeah,
unless
but
you're a rogue or monk.
she needs her action to carry to
Oh.
grapple you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You're my little statue I'm about to go grab.
Like one of those people in the park that's like frozen and like waiting
Yeah,
for
I'm
like
just
there's,
gonna-
somehow there's a hat on the floor in front of me with like some coins in it.
All I've
This is
ever
where the-
heard is if you touch them, you better be prepared to pay money.
This is the advantage of being short, though. I could just like, you
Yeah.
can just fall over my shoulder, and
Basically,
I
the
can
fireman
carry
carry me. Yeah.
it. Yeah. And I'll move. I'll take the 2 opportunity attacks.
A 20 and a 23 hit you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So the number 1, I need a wisdom saving throw.
7.
7. Here's where things get interesting.
You're gonna run in a direction.
No, because she's already
Okay.
running. That's the whole point. Sid is
Oh.
already running at you. So you're going to make a melee weapon attack at yourself.
Cool, great.
Oh.
Love it. Hit me.
27.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still
it's-
gonna take the 10 points of bludgeoning
Thank you for
damage.
keeping my rage up.
Fantastic. You're welcome.
I'll take
Hey,
that.
there's your-
I'll take the
Take
4.
the rage.
You're going to Ursa takes 4 slashing
do, 4
bludgeoning damage
bludgeoning.
from the
Bludgeoning.
hammer, and I'm just gonna roll it as like you are.
I feel like the rage fading. And then it's back.
Yeah, she hits you, and this moment of disorientation just removes, and as that uses that same motion of that strike with the hammer to lift
Yeah.
you onto her shoulder and continue
That's
moving.
just the sweeping the leg.
It's just the sweeping the
Yep.
leg. And then you're still going to take 10 bludgeoning from the strike, but you also take 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage from the second strike.
Okay.
But you can carry Ursa. It's half movement carrying a person, particularly one that's a size larger than you are.
We're the
I'm
same size.
21 strength.
We're both
It's
medium
fine.
creatures.
No.
Dwarves are medium.
Dwarves are medium creatures.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Not a halfling or a gnome.
Not a
We're
halfling or a
good.
gnome. We're good. We're good. It does, but it is half movement. So how far do you get with Ursa?
Let's see. So I go there. I pick up Irsa here.
Yep.
So
that's
then
10
from
feet.
here, that's 10 feet. Okay. Then I have 25 feet.
Mhm.
So that'll take me to about here.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't move you, but just know you're with me.
There.
And
Okay, so you're moving Ursa out of the way.
yes.
She used me as a body shield.
Yep, she's using.
fine.
That works.
Just use me as a physical body shield.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I've used everything.
Cool. Cool. This guy is still frightened of you, Civ, right? Because it
Yeah. Until the end of my
until
next
you're
turn.
on your
So.
turn. Yeah, and so he's no
so-
longer frightened of you.
Mhm.
All right, so he's no longer frightened, but he's next to Ven and Gunnar, and there are all these people, and he's gonna move closer, and they're gonna move closer because they can. These two are gonna come down here because oh, there's a big shiny thing. It's not like they're bright. He's
Like,
gonna-
which
No,
one of us are
they're-
you gonna hit? Who are you gonna hit?
Bubble.
Who are you gonna hit?
Okay, so we're gonna say 4 attacks on Gunnar and 3 attacks on Ven. Let's do those first, because we can. Same pack tactics. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so 26, 22, 16, and a 26.
The 26 is yes.
Okay, so you are going to take 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oof. 12.
So you are going to make a run in a random direction,
Okay.
out of the way.
I'm not really sure what direction I can make out
That's
of those.
south?
You can go
If that's-
wherever you want. It's
Uh,
forced movement, so you don't draw an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So that would be like this direction. How far?
Ah.
You use your reaction to spend half your movement.
Half my movement. Okay. Rounded up or down?
Let's round down
Okay.
towards them. Okay, that's fair. And then the second attack is just you feel a swipe of pain as you take 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage. Only one. There are 2 of those, so there you go. So 2 attacks,
Okay.
not crits. And then the 3 on Ven, one of which is a crit,
Ah, shit.
and a 16.
Mm-mm.
Cool. So the crit, you are going to feel a strike of 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
You have a +2 from my aura.
Okay, con save +2. All right. Oh God, 9.
And 9's not great.
So you are now paralyzed. Why did it do that? You are currently paralyzed.
All right. Oof.
And then this guy is going to still try and shoot Gunnar because he can. Because he's, has a longbow. 1, 2, 3. One is going to bounce off the tiny hut entirely, and the other 2 are just going to barely miss you.
Okay.
And that is everybody, right? No. These 2 on...
Out those 2.
These 2 here, which now have you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll a D3 to see who they're going to hit. The first attack from this guy here.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
So 2 is going to be Gunnar. 1 is Civ. 2 is Gunnar. 3 is Ursa because Ursa is currently being carried. And both of them are on Gunnar. Cool. They don't get the benefit of pack tactics because you have more of them than there are of you. First attack is a 12. That's going to miss. And a 12, also going to miss. They both swing at you and miss. So that is everybody there. Gunnar. You're no longer confused.
I'm no longer paralyzed.
Yes, you are also no longer paralyzed, but you are currently being carried by Ven.
Nope.
I'm gonna do
Or
something
Civ.
similar.
Currently
off of
carried
me.
by Civ. Sorry, Civ.
Well-
Civ.
I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna move up, grab Ven, and run for the hut.
Just
Cool. You're only going to draw 1 attack of opportunity.
And that's where it would put me. I don't know if that counts as in the hut or not, since it's oblong shaped.
Throw Civ in.
Yeah, you can say that Civ Ven
Yeah.
makes it in.
Or then, yeah.
I'll throw Ven.
shoulder them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yep. But a 28!
That'll hit.
And that's one of our friends with, it'll be 10 bludgeoning damage and 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
Cool. That's that. I believe that's the end of your turn.
I've got a bonus action.
Oh, bonus
so,
action, yes.
Which I am going to use. I'm going to use my second wind and grab a few hit points.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, lovely. 2.
Let's go.
You said you were going to grab a couple hit points.
It's
did.
true. It's true. It was
took you
literal.
literally.
Yeah.
Very literally.
So then that's the end of my turn. So it'll
Then-
be Yrsa.
Ursa, you are currently being carried over the shoulder of a dwarf.
I see the moves that these people are making to get into the hut. And, the fog, the creative fog, haze was clearing. And then I got kicked in the shins, and it was coming back to me now. But I do see, if I stay out too long, my brother might get mad. And so I would like
You
to
do
do an
hear-
Uno Reverso.
You do hear from Civ as they're carrying you, and in case you wake up, I'm just like hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, hit and run.
Yeah, I'd like to do an Uno Reverso, and like just kind of stand up from
And-
my carry position,
Pick up Civ.
and pick up Civ, like reverse the carry, and then go, because I've got 45 movement speed, so I move much faster at half movement. I move Civ's normal speed at my half movement, so.
I have mobile. I move a little faster.
Okay, a little faster. A normal dwarf speed is my half speed.
All right. So you're going to only take 2 attacks of opportunity as you move.
Yeah,
forward.
yeah. 'Cause I would like to hit one as I do, but I don't think I can with everything else that's going on. So I'm just gonna grab Civ and go.
Okay, so you're going to carry Civ.
I'm still
you're going-
raging, so it's
You're
fine.
going into
Yeah.
the hut. You're going to
Yeah.
take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Sure.
13 and a 25.
The 13 will not hit. The 25
Cool.
will.
The 25, you are going to. Oh wait, this is this guy, right? Oh yeah, it is this
Yeah.
guy. Cool. I need you to. It's 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic
yeah.
damage.
16 psychic. And then...
I was half hoping it
Beautiful.
was a paralyzed guy, so then I could Uno reverse.
no.
Look, I double checked it twice. He is not paralyzing.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna drag Civ in the barrier, and that's what I'm gonna do into the
Alright,
bubble of
so-
the tiny hut that these guys can't enter.
You are entering the tiny hut. As
Yep.
you enter, well, Gunnar is still technically not inside the tiny hut.
Oh,
Uh,
can I grab him on my way?
And
Yeah,
if
you
not,
can-
I will.
You can
Yeah.
pull him in.
You
So
can grab-
you are
yeah.
all inside the tiny hut.
Yeah, I'll grab him as I'm
and
passing
Mallon
by.
and Mallon will look at you and goes, "Do you want me to do something, or just because I stayed in here?
If
but
you
do want
leave
me
the
to,
hut, it goes away.
but I
No, you no. We is here.
okay.
I nap.
And
Good night.
and I like have this like horn on my hip, and I'm just like going like, do I blow this? I'll think about it. I'll
Why
see
are
what
you
the-
talking
what
about
they do
blowing
first.
things at this time?
Because if I blow this, I'll get a lot of friends.
Oh,
I mean, that's
Wait.
It might
usually
be a
what
horn of
happens.
Valhalla.
what? Oh.
We can only use it once a week, so if we're just gonna hide out in the hut, we might just hide out in the hut till they get bored. But if we're coming back out of the hut, we can have a bunch of people with us.
That sounds like a good plan. I wasn't sure what kind of friends you were blowing to get, so.
All kinds. It's a great way
But-
to get friendship.
But first nap. I am
First to nap.
finding
Yeah, I
finding a
can't
nice
do it.
spot, and I am gonna.
I would like to point out that there are now 5 adults and
And
4
4
horses.
horses.
Yeah,
In
we're
the
it's
tiny
You know
real
what?
tight.
It's
I
better
can sleep
than
on a horse.
it's better than what's
Yeah, we
outside.
just crawl on our
It's
horse.
better
and
than what's
take a nap.
outside. I will be smashing into the side of a horse, and that's fine.
I am a-okay with this.
Just crawl on your
I'm
horse,
just
take a nap.
climbing up on a horse. I'm like, okay.
Honestly, getting crushed by a horse is better than being eaten by a flint. So
That's true. That's
Even
fair.
if I have to
Valid.
stuff half my body in the
In the
bag of
back,
holding,
we just go waist deep in
like
the
a like
bags
a
of
like a
holding.
like a sleeping
I have
bag.
one too. We
Yeah.
can both do that and just whoop, the sleeping bag of holding this.
Well,
That'd be the
Angela, we
most
can
fucked
go.
up sleeping bag ever, and I'm here for it.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that Irsa's in the hut and not doing anything else. Ven,
Yeah, I'll let my rage fall.
you're
It's fine.
still paralyzed. You let your rage. Hold
Well,
on, we'll come
well,
back.
well, we've gotta- we've
I
gotta
will
see
be
my
I will
axe
put
hurts me.
myself in the once I regain like feeling
Yeah,
in my
once you
body.
okay
Once we
to-
regain, yeah.
Civ, are you doing anything from inside the hut?
Actively getting on top of my horse to take a nap.
Cool. Our friendly neighborhood Flynns are going to make a roll.
How does our friend have the hut? Does he have it transparent, translucent, opaque? How does he have the hut?
Well, he had
look
it
right now?
transparent so he could watch you guys, because you know.
Well, you can always see from the inside
so
out.
he was
So
just
the question
watching us
is if-
get
what's the
mollywopped
outside
and
look?
didn't do anything.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's saying. We said stay and don't do anything.
We did say stay. Yeah.
Although we said he could do something if he stayed far away.
But here's the fun thing about that, Ven.
Yeah.
You have never heard a reaction from his brain.
Oh.
he's got shielding.
He's got shielding.
You have never heard him make any response to any telepathic communication you've attempted.
Okay. Can I? Okay. Once I will use my. I'll think about that. How weird is that? Like, now I have my moment of not doing anything, so might as well contemplate things.
Contemplate away.
Yeah.
Our friendly neighborhood Flynns are going to come up to attempt to attack the the tiny hut, but they will see that it doesn't do anything, so they're going around you.
Right.
And they're literally, half of them are going around you to the point that they're surrounding the hut.
I mean, you know what?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Get a nap first.
Unless it is fine.
And we are going to end today's session.
Look, if they're that hungry to wait for takeout, I've got a lot of takeout for them when we get back.
I have a question for our friendly neighborhood Irsa.
Hi, it's me.
Could you roll me a wisdom saving
I
throw,
would
please?
love to, and I'm within my brother's range, so
You
I get a
are.
+2.
You
Is that what it
are.
is?
Yep.
Cool. I'll take that. That's a 21.
21. No damage to you from the weapon,
Okay, I calm down.
and the weapon goes out.
Cool.
And that is where we're going to
Cool.
end for today. But you are still alive.
Yeah.
Well,
We probably should have stayed on our horses and gone around.
Probably should have just rode past them. Yeah. Although, we could, if they're that close, we just grab one of them, shove them in a bag of holding, and let them suffocate one at a time. We could guerrilla war tactics this. You're so be happy to grapple them. We got 2
Right.
bags of
I mean,
holding. I
surprise
hear we
attack.
can smother 2 at
Surprise.
a time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, turn the dome opaque and let's go guerrilla warfare on these on these Flynns.
Welcome to Greyhawk, everybody, where a pack of Flynns is a random encounter. Welcome
I
to
like
Greyhawk.
I like this bag of holding suffocation technique. I think we should do it.
Write it down. Write it down for next time.
All right, I make notes.
We are going to end here, but we're going to go around and let everyone say what the things they're going to do. But at this moment, we all know that Gunnar's magical belt buckle, which he has not used yet,
No.
not at all, does give him a Hellish Rebuke protection against crits, specifically as a spell attack, and you can use it as a reaction for the same number of times as your spell slots. Or no, is your charisma modifier. Sorry, charisma modifier, but it doesn't take a spell slot. That's what I was trying to say. But we're going to go around, let everyone share joy, love, and happiness, and where you can be found, and all those good things, and share something that you enjoyed, and if you think you'll survive next week. So why don't we start? We'll go in reverse order. So we start with Lindy. Thank you, Lindy, for being here. Thank you for looking
Hello.
fabulous as you were.
Oh, thank you. 'Tis I, Lindy, laugh of the laugh love sort. I really like this bag suffocation idea. Just take them out 2 by 2. I don't think they're smart enough to see it coming, and we could just smother them in the bag of holding. It's a legitimate tactic. I've done worse in D&D, so I think we should try that.
That's just true. You
And-
have done
and
worse
I
than
loved-
D&D.
I've done much worse.
Oh, yeah.
I've done so, yeah. But I liked Civ and I's reverse, like Uno Reverso carrying each other out of their tactic. That was great. And the short jokes that I finally get to make. I know them all because I've had them made of me. So you can find me online at Laughful of Lindy. Twitch, Blizz Guy, wherever. I'm trying to do the social media stuff. It's hard. ADHD, it's a thing. But I will announce that we did not unfortunately have our Aliens campaign last night. That's the bad news. But the great news is that we rescheduled it to tomorrow night. And it's going to take the time slot of our last Monday bi-weekly campaign because we finished our other Monday game. So it's going to be our new bi-weekly campaign as Aliens, back from hiatus and now bi-weekly. So, I did some smooth suggesting and negotiating, and we've got it, and I'm stoked. It's going to be terrible. And on Tuesday, we've got Ghost of Saltmarsh. Wednesday, we have our second episode of Tracks of Terror, which is a Call of Cthulhu campaign in 1883. They'll be landing in Reno, Nevada at 7 a.m. on the train stops. And, things will happen, I'm sure. Everything will be fine. And I wouldn't worry about the taxidermy penguin at all. And then on Friday, you can find me on True Press JP's channel for our second episode of Traveler for this season, which I'm very excited about. Everything's also terrible there. So, it's just going to be terrible things all week, and I'm so excited about them. And then, of course, here next Sunday. That's me.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for playing this. I enjoy this so much. Also, yes, check out Monday's Aliens game because joy.
Producer Trav isn't dead. It's amazing.
Producer Trav not being dead is great. We like him. We also love that Aliens game because, good luck, Captain Doctor.
I'm not a doctor, I'm a medic. I don't heal people, I just help them feel more comfortable while they die.
Valid.
If super glue, duct tape, morphine, or whiskey doesn't fix it, I can't.
That's very, very true. I do appreciate everybody.
I don't know why.
We because Dolores is
because they
great.
want us to die.
I mean, maybe. But next up we have the wonderfully fabulous Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing? How's life going for you?
Me personally, I'm fine. Gunnar, on the other hand, is second guessing some of his life choices. The one thing he's not second guessing is this guerrilla tactic about suffocating Flynn in a bag of holding. He's like, I'm pretty athletic. I could maybe help out with that. Very, very much, it's a wrestling thing. I'm sure Cord would be fine with it. Plus, they're demonic creatures. They don't, no quarter.
Nope.
But you can find me at Chris Geary on Blue Sky. You can find me here on Sundays. Maybe at some point I will again threaten to come back with another Castle Falkenstein game. But that'll be a little bit off in the future. So, but look for something related to that.
You're getting much love for Castle Falkenstein in the chat, and I would like to point out that I have much love for Castle Falkenstein, and which is a perfect segue because PB and I met in a beautiful Castle Falkenstein game that involved an epic car chase. Complications. Hey PB, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. Hi, I'm PB from @PB Plays Inside, where you can find me over on Twitch and Blue Sky. Right now, however, I am taking a little bit of a hiatus to rest up and get ready for some shenanigans that are going to be happening over on the channel in April, as April is my birthday month, and I'd like to do some fun things. So, I am resting up. So if you want to go see if I'm streaming, follow me on Blue Sky, and that's where you'll find out when I am. Otherwise, I think you're all great, and I am very excited that we did not die. And a shout out to Ven for keeping us alive. Man, that was I went well below half health on that first attack, so I was concerned. And I am very glad also that you use confusion, because when I was gonna, in that turn, I was gonna do some wisdom saving stuff, and then it was like, oh, they have advantage. I was like, ooh, I guess I won't do that then. Thank you so much for figuring that out for me. So thank you so much. Oh, and I did love, for an actual, hey, I love this, Lynn, your description of you using your magics this session. It was very, very cool.
Thanks.
I will say that the reason they sold they're demonic gnolls, right? They're literally demonic priests of gnolls, and they don't have saving throws against frighten, but they do have saving throws against chaos, confusion and charm effects. That's it. because things are wonderful when you serve Yoganu. Go for it. But that leaves us with Ven, the wonderful, the fabulous. Hey Lynn, how are you? How's life going for you? And is things fun?
Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, I love how fights that you just kind of come out tooth and nail on the thing and barely come out. I'm glad we survived. Although I do love like just like really awful nasty fights. Those are always fun. But yeah, hey everyone, I'm Lynn, Gremlin Art, pretty much everywhere on the socials, Blue Sky, where you can find my art. And next time you'll see me is on Tuesday on Water DM channel, for more Shadow Star. We are ninjas in the multiverse, and we succeeded in finding some kappas in a futuristic auction, and we are following up leads, so that should be fun. And there's probably gonna be some things coming out for future games, and I continue to think of being maybe like mostly a lot of really like neurodivergent characters. Honestly, I will say.
That's good.
Yeah. I Sif, thank you for being the one to break it and just like run. So it's like oh no, like we're gonna die. Like I'm like I'm like shit. These things are doing a lot of damage. Oh no, oh no.
Oh, look, it's been a lot of turns, and not one of these guys has died yet. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
like,
how this is gonna go.
I
I
think
don't have any resources left.
it was the confusion with like the getting hit by 20 hit 20. It's like uh-oh.
I would say that you had like 3 guys who you probably could have downed in another
I mean, there's
round,
still
but
like 8 of them. There's still like four or five of them, and
yeah, there were not gonna be. It was not
So
gonna
we're
be
gonna
good.
suffocate them all.
But welcome.
Yeah. I'm in favor of like really unorthodox. I want to try this. You know, the Wanderer would be in favor of getting rid of these terrible demonic followers of demons. So whatever keeps the road safe, Wanderer's in favor of. So what? Yeah, let's. I also want to do this plan of one by one, get them into a bag.
I mean, it's fair. It's a valid thought process, and this is why Greyhawk is not nice to people. Also specifically second edition Greyhawk, which is kind of what I'm adapting. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for having fun with us tonight and embracing the chaos and enjoyment and all of the shenaniganry that's going on. I can definitely say that this has been a lot of fun, and I love every moment of this, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week. As for me, you can find me as at Dirgeon on Twitter, or Proxagorth as Meophores. See me around here on Twitch, or Prox the Bard over on Instagram, Hive, and Blue Sky. I will say that the clutch removal of yourselves into the tiny hut, valid life choice. Running away is always a valid option. I always clutch. I did love the Ven going for the staff twice in this combat.
Thanks for not. There's a lot of.
That was a lot of good using there, but I also loved Gunnar's like I'm gonna tank this. I'm gonna paladin tank this.
Yeah.
And Yrsa being like, I can hit all of these things. Yep.
There are so many of them.
But they were a lot. I loved all of it. Civ clutch for the getting everybody into the hut save. That was very useful. But thank you everyone for being here. There is a couple things. Number one, if you missed out on any of the character introductions for these beautiful, wonderful players and the beautiful, wonderful story that we're going to be building here, hi, they're all up on YouTube in a nice organized playlist. Makes life easy for you all. There you go. Just check them out there. And we also have new merch, specifically inspired by Yrsa. I'm just going to leave that there. It's a thing. It exists. And if you like the stories that we're telling here, you can help us keep those running by supporting our Ko-Fi. All of that goes back into the running of the channel, overlays, all of these things, and hopefully eventually being able to afford to pay my players. I wish I could. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for your wonderful joy you bring my week. This was vastly needed this week. Let us see if there is anyone out there we could raid. Not at the moment. So we're just going to end here for tonight. I know we went a little bit over. Thank you all for staying with us so late. Thank you to my players for vibing with us all. And we'll see you all next time.